I had Canelo winning. I only gave Khan the first and the fifth. So
Oh,
I only gave him them 2 rounds, man. Because the right hand he landed, and then he landed the left hook. But you could
Yeah, I
argue,
only gave Canelo the 5 and 6 beats, but then
nice. I had Khan in that like 2 rounds, man. I thought I watched it like twice already, so see him winning. Like
yeah.
Canelo was winning the fight for me, man. He was winning the fight. It was handing him more meaningful punches, innit? Khan, you could see Khan was starting to fade, boy. But I didn't see that right hand coming, and then boom, there was the boom, and that was that, man.
Yeah, yeah, he did start to fade, man. See
What's your scorecard?
I had Khan winning, I think, the first two. Then I had Canelo winning the third, and I had it roughly even. Maybe Canelo was slightly ahead, roughly even. You know, because while Khan was strong, you see, that's the thing, man. Right, he was strong at the start and he was fast, but boxing is concentration as well, isn't it? Like, you know, it's constant. And like when you're concentrating and you think and you know that the guy weighs much more than you and he can hit you with one shot, that's too much of a mental strain. Too much of a mental strain, man. You know? And them guys, I think it was Truth and somebody in the chat section. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Could have been Latin Caesar. They pointed out. Did you see them right hands Canelo through to the body? Fucking dangerous, man. They were fucking exploding into Khan's side, man. Make him drop the hands, innit?
Yeah.
He threw some bombs to the side of his hand. Khan was on his touch, boy. You know what I mean? Hey, boxing is fucking brutal, man. Brutal. Yeah, they pointed out a stretch. Because I didn't notice it. But I was like you, I watched it twice more today. And I'm probably going to watch it more before I go to bed because, you know I like my KOs.
I'll be right back, bitch. Be right back.
All right, no problem. Yeah, he blew up his body. He blew his body the F up, man. He blew his body the F up.
yeah.
Right.
He started going to his body. That's what got him that knockout.
It was definitely the body work, man. The body work paid dividends, paid heavy dividends, man. And the jab, and like the way he started cutting down the ring. He like I think it was the third or fourth. He started landing some beautiful jabs, man. Some nice jabs, Canelo. Just timing them perfectly. You know, Khan knew he couldn't walk into them, man. And like there was a stage, I think it was around the fourth, where Canelo started nailing the cutting down of the ring. Like he was following him in before. And then he realized now, okay, it was like a microscope. He was pivoting to the side and not moving too much. He was looking at Khan, because that's what cutting the ring down is, just having good eyes and anticipating where your man's going to go. Right? And my guy, he kept a nice distance from Khan, and then you see him pivot like he was just, okay, you're going to go left, I'm ready. He's feinting with Khan. And let's say you're looking at the ring from left to right. Khan stayed in the right side of the ring for about 10 seconds, and he knew he couldn't get out. He knew he couldn't get out before he was using the whole ring and moving around when he wanted. But Canelo nailed it. He nailed it. You know? Like, listen, the fight was always a bad match. Canelo's got more big fight experience. He's fought Lara. He's fought Floyd. Even if he fought a past at Mosley, he still learned tricks. Because the last thing boxers lose is their punch and certain tricks. Mosley, he fought, what's the mixed race guy who hit Cintron? He fought Valdemir. He fought a lot of people.
For a lot of world champions.
Yeah, fought a lot of people. Cotto, Trout.
And even Amir Khan last night. That's experience.
Look, man, that was a mad fight. He was giving away weight and experience. Even though Canelo is the younger fighter, he's the more. When did he start? He turned pro when he was 16, was he? Or 15 or something? What age did Canelo turn pro? Let me look it up.
Canelo 15.
Yeah, 15 years of age, man. 15. Yep. Tough apprenticeship, man.
Yeah, he ain't really had no amateur career. He did it on the job.
I was thinking at the start, maybe if Khan could cut Canelo, maybe he could get an early stoppage if he could cut him. And you frame them kind of punches where it looked like that could happen. Them quick punches. Because, you know, I like, because the way Khan fought him, there's not a lot of backlift. He doesn't, one thing about cutting, when he's strong and fit and not panicking, he doesn't telegraph his shots. They're hard to block. It's very quick. Like, when he was getting off in the first round, them punches were fast, man. He's fast. He is quick. But you can't maintain that. You need, if you've got them gifts, you've got to be able to maintain that. You know? Over the rounds. And he couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. Man. What a knockout, man. And the finishing punch. Ooh. Like he fainted with the jab, didn't he? He fainted with the jab. Then he brought that right over. And it was all over. It was all over, man. It was all over. Yeah, man. I see Curtis Stevens on the bill. He scored a nice KO, man. Curtis Stevens scored a beautiful KO. A beautiful KO, man. Like with Curtis has got a certain technique. What Curtis does, Curtis won't really jab at you because he's so short for a middleweight. It's gonna leave him in no man's land. So sometimes Curtis is even prepared to get hit for him to hit you. He counters off your shots. That's what he does. Curtis always counters off your shots. And that's how he knocked the guy out. You know? It was a good knockout. Good finish, man. Good finish. I haven't seen the whole of the Herrera fight yet. I haven't seen the whole of that. I saw the start. I was so preoccupied, man. Let's see what chat section is saying. Hans Markov. It's Boxing Beats and Rhymes live. Yep, and don't forget it, man. Don't forget it. The best hangout on the YTBC, without a doubt. Most big myself up. Feed Khabib. Beats. Ask the guys when they come on what they think about the following. Before the concrete slab, Crawler was irrelevant. Now he's come back. He's bigger, stronger, better chin, more power on the juice, in my opinion. Ooh, it's a bit hard, isn't it? On the juice. When you think the Gallagher's have got the old special mix.
Yeah, Scorsese was on that one as well, man. Scorsese was trying to put that narrative out there as well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, bro, Connor's a fit guy. He's in fit. You have the right strategy, man. That's what you do with a puncher, innit? Let the puncher wear himself out, and then you take him out. You know, if you look at the guy, if you look at the Brosa, it's not like anyone's used to taking punches, isn't it? He took punches he wasn't used to. And if it wasn't that hard, he was doing little punches, but he had the little short ones, the short jolting man's head back. And see, Brosa realized he got mugged, yeah, and then when he tried to box, it was too late. His legs failed him in it, and then all he did was throw a body punch in it. It was just perfect tactics. And Gallagher gets a lot of credit, but that was spot on tactics. You get me? Spot on.
You know who he boxed like? Michael Watson versus Nigel Benn a little. He was a little like that.
Yeah. Took away the man's bullets from his gun, innit?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And pecked him up. Kept pecking at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually the Rock has to go. That's what you got to do. You drain his energy because you're daring him to throw that big shot, so you block it. And like, see, Nigel Benn was inexperienced, just like Barroso was. Barroso might come back a better fighter. Might be. Depends. Because he knows now he can't just rely on bullying people and overwhelming them with. Because he's got power. He does have power. You can even see the power there, but Crawler dealt with it. Crawler came prepared. Man. Good stuff, boy. Good stuff. Yeah. Sean Davis, Khan got set up for the okie doke by Oscar and Golden Boy. Well, he didn't get. I disagree with that, Sean. He didn't get set up. He got paid handsomely. Yeah, he could have easily got set up for the okie doke by Eddie Hearn for the Brook fight, but you know, he took the money. I don't think. Look, Oscar and Canelo, are they abusing the 155 thing? Yes, they are. Of course they are. But they didn't set Khan up. Khan knew what he was walking into.
EJ, hold that L. Hold that L, son.
That is funny, you know.
Oh, Lord of mercy. 2 weeks in a row, y'all. You go with the quitter and the glass jar. What kind of thing that?
I put Curtis Stevenson and the Lemieux, right? So I got
yeah, but that was in the important fights.
Well, yeah.
Cause guess you get that.
I have to own it. Now you got me on that one.
Those fights didn't count.
Nah, you're right.
So what going, man? What am I gonna deal with?
Yeah, man, just chopping up about the fight, innit? Like aftermath, man. Triple G, Triple G after and that, it's like it's just Khan. People looking on Khan like Khan. I think he should retire.
You think he should retire?
I mean,
yeah.
Some people could still get some paydays off of him.
Can't win though, man. Can't win. The fights he's got out there is Danny Garcia or Kell Brook.
Kell Brook. Kell Brook is the money.
Yeah, or I reckon he should go against Lamar Peterson again, and that's your last way out. Just the rematch, just to get the guy back.
I mean, he should.
He can't hurt you. He can't hurt you.
He should have been got those fights out of the way, man. Those rematches out of the way.
Well, you know what? He could have a fight with Tim Bradley. Like that will finish off. That would be his last fight. A Tim Bradley fight. That would be a good fight.
Yeah, that's a long time coming. It should have happened at 140, but Tim went up to face Manny Pacquiao instead.
Yeah, Tim Bradley fight.
Basically, you're just matching him with non-punchers now.
Yeah, you go. You know it, really. Yeah. But guys, he can lose. He can still lose.
But guess what? He don't like it to the body either. Tim could still get him out of there.
Yeah, he can, but them fights there in his weight class, they're more fights from around about where he needs to be in it.
And Lamar,
I reckon he should retire though, to be honest with you, because I see people. Thing is, you got to live the rest of your life, innit? When you get knocked out like that, yeah, you don't know what the repercussions are going to be down the line, 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line. That's what I'm saying.
Unconscious. That was Brendan Prescott style right there.
Yeah, Ricky Hatton. No, it was more like Ricky Hatton than Pacquiao.
Oh yeah, that too. But Brendan Prescott had him unconscious. What's his name? Just had him out on his feet. Garcia.
Yeah.
But he was he looked the same way because he was throwing a punch, and he got caught. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing that stinking ass left hook, man. He just left himself wide open for the shot. The right hand was perfectly timed. And I know a lot of people was like, he was winning the fight. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? It was even at best.
I only had him 2 rounds. I only gave him 2 rounds.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I gave him too. 2 rounds.
I only gave Carl 2 rounds. I watched it multiple times. And I'm like,
yeah, Canelo was pulling away.
Yeah, he was, man.
Canelo was pulling away when he found his range. Because at first he was finding it hard to get close to him. You know what I'm saying? And he was as a matter of fact, it happened the same way I said in the prediction. Khan will win a couple of rounds based on his speed. You know what I'm saying? The movement. Canelo will adjust, catch up to him, start slipping the punches, start hitting him to the body and to the head, break him down, time him, knock him out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Textbook. Bottom line. I mean, because freaking Amir Khan too brave for his own good, man. Throwing 4 or 5 punch combination with a guy that can freaking counter punch with lethal freaking power.
Yeah.
Especially to a glass jaw.
Canelo learned feints, yeah. This is the loss of Mayweather. He learned because the feint, man, the feint where he feinted to the jab went over the top. Mayweather, that's what Mayweather did to him all night to get away from it. That Mayweather was feinting him all the time. So he learned from being in the ring with someone that's as good as Mayweather and you lose to them, bro, you're gonna learn a lesson. And I saw the difference. And I was like, man.
Well, you better learn.
Huh?
You better learn something.
He did where he was working the body, man. Where he was working the body. Bad. He stood up throwing. You know most people throw combinations where they work up, so you go body up. What he was doing, he was going top down. So he jabbed to the body, jabbed to the head, and then go to the body all the time.
Yep. Left hook to the body, right hand to the body, straight down.
Yeah, and then he faked. That's when he faked to the body. Then Amir Khan forced him to come down.
He went for it. He went for it because he was feeling it to the body all night. Yeah. That's what really slowed Amir Khan down. You know what I'm saying? You could see like with the naked eye, his speed decreasing as the
Yeah.
fight wore on. You know what I'm saying? And it was those body shots that he was landing. You know what I'm saying? And it started to pay dividends by the third, fourth, fifth round. What? And then he was out of there, man. He was out of there.
That's the beauty of the sweet science. It's the
Yep.
beauty of the sweet science, man. It's the beauty of the sweet science of boxing.
Like-
Some people need to understand. He's not just a slugger now.
Like Canelo always mixed it up though. He's never been a slugger. You know what I'm saying? He's never been like a balls to the wall. I take 5. You know what I'm saying? Just to land one type of fighter. He's always had a little slickness about him. You know what I'm saying? And like Canelo's he's not the greatest boxer of all time, but his boxing skill is definitely underestimated. You know what I mean? Because every time somebody goes in to fight Canelo, all they talk about is size and power. But he has little intangibles in there that gets him victories.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, but you know, to be honest, it wasn't that hard to predict, man. To be honest, I can't even really feel that the pick wasn't that impressive. It was common sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
What it is now, the reaction to the fight is because of the nature of the knockout was brutal. That's what it is. I think we all knew generally what was gonna happen.
Yep.
Yeah. You know? And you see what really messed him up too? You see all that added weight. He didn't get no time to acclimatize to that weight, man. Right?
Mhm.
8 pounds. He was only welterweight for a little time.
Yep. What, 3 fights?
Yeah, slowed him. Yeah.
And I was saying that when we was talking about the weigh-in and what we thought about the weigh-in. First of all, he seemed a little soft around the middle, even though he wasn't as soft as I thought he was going to be. He was still soft. Second of all, he came in too freaking heavy. He did not have to make that 155 pounds. Come in shape. Even if you got to come in at 147, 150. You know what I'm saying? Come in at your best fighting weight. That would be your best bet. You know what I'm saying? Putting all that extra pounds, your body's not used to moving around with that shit.
Yep.
And then you're a little soft down the middle. Those body shots are gonna affect you even more than it normally would. So I think he did a disservice to himself by coming in at 155 pounds like that.
Oh, no doubt. He should have came in probably 152. Bricks.
At the most.
Yeah. He shouldn't have come in at a weight where it felt alien to what he was fighting at welter.
Yep.
No point. Because Shane Mosley made about 4 videos. Khan, and he directed him, speed. Don't brawl. Don't brawl with this guy. Speed. Make sure you don't brawl.
Yeah, but Shane Mosley got power to get away with it. You have to have power to make the guy respect.
Yeah.
The thing is, Mayweather, what Mayweather done, this is the key thing what worried me about Kanye. He done it a bit, but he didn't do it enough. Derek Zura did it more than him. He jabbed to the pit of the stomach. And that would have brought Canelo, because he threw a right hand over the top and Canelo was like, whoa. And I mean, instead of just following up with something, he backed off. So he was like, oh, I don't want to get hit again with something. I'm just going to do that. Man, when you hit some man like that, mash him up. And the thing is, another thing he didn't do, he didn't put Canelo on the back foot. He went jabbing to the stomach. He should have. Mayweather, he jabs to the stomach here, and he'll bring Canelo's hands down. And he was like, oh, I don't want to get caught with that, because paranoid of I land a good punch, but I don't want to get hit with nothing.
Because Virgil Hunter was probably aware of Canelo's ability to counterpunch backing up. You know what I'm saying? He's seen it done against Austin Trout.
Yeah, but you see the thing
is,
when
Austin Trout tried to back him up, he got his knees buckled, didn't he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you see when he caught him with that lightning right hand, and he should have just doubled it up on them. Should have doubled it on him more, and then it would have put the fear of Canelo of coming in. Not even Mayweather here. When he was whoa, like Canelo was like whoa, and that he should have done it again. Should have done that right to him again, mate. And he should have kept throwing more punches to the body of Canelo. That would have slowed Canelo down, and it'll stuck him in mud, and then he'll slow, and then he'll be able to stop. You need to make a Canelo like a tractor. You need to put mud there, like slow it down. slow him down. That's what you need to do to him, and he wasn't doing that. He was letting Canelo beat him up to the body. Canelo,
yep, and he wasn't going to the body himself. And he was throwing like these multiple punch combinations, but maybe either the third or the fourth punch would land. Canelo would slip the other three. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, man. The means out here are mean, bro. The means are crazy.
Yo, the one you got with the spirit coming up out of him and shit.
Yeah, that's the
What up, Matty?
What up, Chris Caban? Yo.
When his dough start rising, that was I was looking at him.
Yo, fam, that was crazy. Yo, you put that together, Chris?
Well, yeah. Nah, I ain't do that one. I just was having fun with Hakeem up there.
Oh, man, you was giving him that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I had to go to work this morning.
3 weeks in a row. It started with the Algieri pick. Then it went to the Ortiz pick. Then it went to the Khan pick.
Madness. Oh, he picked against Errol Spence, didn't he? Madness. Yep. Madness.
The thing is, man, he had so many. He didn't have a good chin. Doesn't take it well to the body, and he's never been a good inside fighter. You're moving up like it's crazy, crazy fight.
And let me piss off Khan's army real quick. Can I piss off Khan's army real quick? Look, man, all you guys saying, yeah, man, giving Amir Khan all these extra props and shit for going up there and rah rah rah. I try to tell you that Amir Khan is the Lord of Illusions. This is what he anticipated, right? By fighting Canelo, he knows he's going to get knocked out by this guy. First of all, he had to. You know what I'm saying? But by fighting Canelo, he is going to still get accolades if he loses. He's not going to get that same love if he loses to Kell Brook in the same fashion. That's why he chose to fight Canelo instead. And the $15 million didn't hurt. You know what I mean?
He only got $3 million.
15, fam.
He got 15.
That's what I thought it was 3, and then I started hearing.
It's only if the pay-per-view sale. It's only if the
it's only the pay-per-view. Oh, up to 15.
Was $3 million.
Okay, it's up to 15 then, because I know 15. The number 15 million is in the works.
They gotta sell a certain amount for him to get that 15 though.
Okay, but I'm sure that helped, nudge him a little bit. But losing to Canelo, everybody's gonna praise him. Oh, he moved up. He has the balls. He has the this. He has the that. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. All these people coming out the woodworks praising Khan for going up and fighting Canelo. Please.
He's done now, Natty. I don't think that chin. I think he's
a wrap.
Knockout.
I mean, the chin been dented. Chris Algieri rocked him, and Chris Algieri has no power.
And guess what? He's still #1 contender for the WBC title.
Of course, because this fight did not happen at welterweight. It doesn't matter. It's like it didn't happen.
Yeah, but it's easy pickings for Danny now, I think.
Oh, I mean, Danny already knocked him out. What the hell? Danny already knocked him out. It's not a big deal.
Not necessarily, Not necessarily. Depends. You think Garcia would knock him out again?
Yeah, of course he is, man.
Yeah.
Of course he will.
Yes, he is. He is going to get caught, man. He's going to get caught. And Danny is a stronger fighter at welterweight than he was at 140.
The way he fights, yeah, Mr. Bashir was calling me all today like I was sleeping, but I heard Ingram. He came in Ingram's, yeah. But he fights like Mr. Bashir said. He fights like an amateur man. He hasn't changed. He fights like a bloody amateur man. You know the amateurs with the headgear. You know when they have upright style, jumping in, jumping out, man. You can't do that in the pro. It's not in the pro game. See Ward, like where Ward tucks his chin down and he does stiff jab. The way Ward, see what he would have did, like really good for me if he fought like Andre Ward against Carl Froch a bit, where everything's stiff and it's not so bouncy. Where you throw punches like hard punches, like the way people tell him, because when you throw your jab up, just keep it up, make it stiff. And that will give him respect. Like Canelo didn't respect him, bro. He's like, what?
Like he did it a couple times with the 1-2, but
They didn't believe it though.
it's not in his DNA, so he can't sustain it.
Yeah, you don't believe it. You don't believe
Yeah.
it. Virgil. No, we got beat up now, and now it's time for thingy. You know, you go fight you. Shut up, man. What's up, Virgil?
Yeah, he sound hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, but
Virgil look like a parent when they child get beat up at school. He come to want to fight at school.
Yep.
Virgil's mad, but telling how you gonna show the winner what to do, bro? I mean, shut up, bro. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he don't really have anything to say about that, but it's true though.
What? Like, he ain't got no time.
Yeah.
He hasn't got no platform. He should keep.
No, he don't have the nothing to say about that. That's not his fighter. But what he's saying true? Yes, absolutely.
He's in the retrobit. Because the Wars and Triple G fight, he wanted that fight. So he's trying to say, oh, we got beaten up. Now you go get a beat up. I was like, what you about to me? Shut up. Shut up. You ain't got no different. I'm going to do what I do. You came up here and got beat. Take your money, go back to England. You ain't got nothing to say, bro. You can't tell the winner what to do after you lost. And he's saying it's right, but he shouldn't be saying that. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
True indeed. Yeah, I hear that.
And then they're hugging. Come on, man. I don't like stuff like that, you know. I don't like it.
I agree. That's up to the media and the fans. And
But Triple G should be saying that all day.
Yeah, Virgil's fighting harder. Virgil's fighting harder for Triple G than flipping Triple G's fighting for himself.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
You know what it is? It makes you fight a little weak as well. Oh, we got beaten up. Now it's time for Canelo. I just want Canelo to get in there and go. So you want what you're saying? You want Canelo? Your man couldn't beat him up. So you want Triple D to beat up Canelo? Is that what you're saying?
But I don't know, man. I'm not convinced anybody thought that Khan was gonna beat up Canelo, man.
Me and Virgil.
I think this was a money grab, fam.
Virgil and Umar. Me, Virgil.
Umar. Umar?
Me and Ben Umar. Me, Virgil, and Ben Umar. And
Amir Khan was gonna win. Umar thought Amir Khan was gonna win.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, him and Hakeem and I the same boat. That's a Muslim thing.
Hakeem, hey, Hakeem turned nuts yesterday, brethren.
Lord, man.
Talking about madness, bro.
You trying to argue over knockout?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I heard it. I was listening to it at work this morning. Madman. He's a madman.
Yeah,
and he tried to say that Khan was winning 4 rounds and shit.
Madness.
4 out of 5 rounds because they were in the 6th when the knockout happened.
Now get out of here, man.
Please stop the madness.
Yeah,
the madness. He just trying to make the shit look better. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass kicked. Bottom line. He was a front runner, and he got broken down and knocked out. There is no close fight.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that state was competitive. It wasn't competitive.
It wasn't competitive. It was none of that.
I gave Khan 1, 2, 3, and 4. The only reason I gave that because Canelo wasn't throwing no punches. But as soon as the 5th round, Canelo opened up.
You gave him 4 rounds too? I didn't give him no 4 rounds. I gave him 1 and 2. I gave Canelo 3 and 4, and he got 3, 4, and 5, and he got knocked out in the 6th.
Yeah.
Because he ain't throwing no punches, that many punches in 3.
He was getting hurt by the reason why I scored.
The body shots, man. The body shots.
I was scoring
the
on
body shots and the right hands upstairs.
The power punches that Canelo was putting on him, bro. I was looking at the effect of it. Even though I made punches, it was the effect of what Canelo was doing to him, and I could see it just slowly taking energy out of him. The first round Amir got, and then from Canelo, 2nd round Canelo, 3rd round Canelo, 4th round you could give it either way. 5th round I gave Amir Khan. Amir caught him with a good shot, but that was only just any.
You see, I didn't like that shit. I still gave that shit to Canelo because Canelo was winning the round, and Amir Khan landed a couple shots at the end, and Jim Lampley tried to say, "Oh, I was gonna give Canelo that round, but that 1-2 win it for him in 2 seconds. Get the fuck out of here with that."
But Natty, did you hear Max Kellerman say Canelo's like James Toney?
No, and I don't want to hear that. Why? What? Max Kellerman is turning into freaking Larry Merchant.
Let me ask the question.
Slowly.
Let me ask the question, yeah, all right? And before you guys answer, think about this, yeah. If Khan didn't come on Cinco de Mayo, who would they put in there? That's why they were so happy. They said Canelo was took over the Mayweather's day, and he's doing it better, right? The reason why they were so happy that Amir Khan with his star power came as oh thank God we got Amir Khan, we're gonna make the guy feel good, but you're gonna be our sacrificial lamb. You know what they do in the Aztec temples where they dress up the lamb. They just lamb with all this stuff and that, and they know it's going to be sacrificed. That's what Amir Khan was.
Oh, I was just about to. Oh, yes, you made me remember something.
Sacrificial, because what it is sacrificial lamb. Because the thing is, because the thing is now, right? They've got a couple more opponents now, so they did that now. They got that out of the way. So we're going to see September, like me, they got a Lemieux, or they're going to cut his teeth. And what they try 1 minute now, they're going to make.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait around so long where he's either going to get too old or he has to go up because he's going to take too long. That's what they're trying to do. Go ahead, Natty.
Yeah, man. When you said sacrificial lamb, it made me remember something. At the end of the fight, did you see how Canelo kneeled down to him like a human sacrifice? Like he was giving him up to the gods and shit.
That's what exactly it was.
I was like, wow. He kneeled down like. Said some shit and looked up in the air and was like, "Oh shit, he's sacrificing Amir Khan to the gods."
It was lamb. Let me ask a question. So as Mayweather took over, as Canelo took over Cinco de Mayo now, is he better than Mayweather in Cinco de Mayo days? Like
no. He got to do some numbers, man. You got to do some. I mean. He's getting there. Let's see put it this way. Let's see what he does with this fight. His last fight did what, 925, 950? Let's see if he could do better with this fight. And if it's a number like, say if it's a number like 500, 450, 350, it didn't make no sense fighting a welterweight because he could have fought Gabe Rosado and did that shit. You know what I'm saying? He could have fought Dave Lemieux and did that shit. But if he makes another 900 or more, or even an 8, you know what I'm saying? Then it was worth it. Yeah. But if he does 5 or less, he could have fought Gabe Rosado, another middleweight, and did that shit. Easy.
That wasn't a pay-per-view fight. Or pay-per-view.
It was.
Nah.
We will see when the numbers come out.
You know what? It was, bitch, because you know what? We didn't know, and the people, there was an argument. No one said it's 50-50. There was an argument, and I bought into it, and I'm not the only one. It was a big fight. It was.
Nah.
It was.
See when the numbers come back.
I don't it was a pay-per-view.
But majority of people, I mean, there was a few people like yourself, EJ, who was giving Khan a chance.
People get their money's worth.
Right, but majority of the people didn't see this fight as competitive at all.
Yeah, the people get their money's worth. They got their money's worth.
They got a good laugh.
They paid what they paid for sacrificial lamb. They got their money's worth.
They got a good laugh. They got a nasty knockout.
It doesn't have to be a James Toney or.
But it was expected.
Yeah, but
they got a nasty knockout. You see, we can't say the same shit. This is the same shit we would say about, even though, bear in mind, Amir Khan is way more accomplished than any fighter Gennady Golovkin has fought so far, right? Let's get that out there. But the problem we have with Gennady Golovkin is he's fighting fighters that are not a good matchup for him. Not on his level whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That's why his only pay-per-view he's done did like 95,000, even though it was a so-called unification bout. You know what I mean? So we can't call this a good pay-per-view and not that a good pay-per-view. This was not a good pay-per-view.
It was pay-per-view. People got when pay-per-view that were live like Ollie Harrison and David Haye. At the time, they tried to talk you up and it just living. Like, listen, people bought into the hype. They bought into the hype, they paid their money, and no one could get the money back. No one got to get their money back, bitch.
Yeah, because of the knockout finish. That's
Yeah,
all.
well, that's what I'm trying to say. These people, it's what they're for. They got their money's worth. It's a thing.
But in terms of a competitive
No,
boxing match,
no, it wasn't that. But the pay-per-view is entertainment.
And they didn't even talk shit. You know, they wasn't even at each other's throats and hyping it up like, you know, I'm gonna kick your ass type of shit. You know. So I don't know, man.
Pay-per-view.
Based on the Pakistani following,
Yeah,
I know some people in London or Britain like him. I know he's not all that popular, but I know some people like him out there.
The hangout's echoing, so somebody said, bro, like, the feedback is bad, bro. Like,
Yeah, somebody in England likes him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Carl, people got their money's worth, man. I don't hear no one complaining about the pay-per-view. People loved it. They loved it. I got casual friends all over the place here. I mean, Carl, but not that chin. They loved it, man. They love that shit. They sit back and watch it all day.
Did they pay the $30 for it?
Yeah. I don't know how much they paid for it, but like my compensation was £30. Yeah, I didn't pay. But listen, you see what it is, yeah. And you know why they loved it? Because Amir Khan's feisty, bro. Feisty. People, he rude. A
lot of people ain't pay for that fight though.
He run up his mouth. Amir Khan run up his mouth, man. He run up his mouth bad. So when they enjoy him getting a beating, people in England, they love some of them English people. They love seeing him get bang over because he's not rude. Even Mayweather supporters, they watch this world, man. They love seeing him get beat because he's rude. He's got a mouth on him as well. Canelo, listen, they enjoyed Canelo knocking him out, but now they want to see Canelo get knocked out, and that's what it is, bro. That's what it is right there. I
just want to see Canelo fight at the middleweight limit, man. And stop this Canelo weight shit. Well, it's getting old now. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo tried to talk a little shit after the fight. You saw that now?
I heard him. Like they say in Mexico, we don't fuck around. What?
Mexican people.
Oh shit!
He ain't really say that. He ain't say that, Natty. That man made that shit up.
You speak Spanish, Chris? What he say?
He just said he ain't say we don't fuck around. He just added that shit up. He just said you're fighting. Basically, he wasn't scared. All that shit.
Yeah, man. I know those translators be putting all kinds of extra shit in it, man.
Especially HBO translators.
Oh my god.
You never know. Oscar probably paid that dude to do that.
Yeah, put some extra on that shit. Did you hear what Oscar said? If Mayweather wants to come back and fight Canelo, it's gonna be 80-20 Canelo. Stay retired, Mayweather, please. Don't come back, man.
Apparently he's fighting Conor McGregor.
Nah, man. Just be a promoter, fam. Forget about it. I'm good.
But the thing is, with Floyd coming back, yeah, we've already seen you beat junior lightweights, welterweights, super featherweights, light middleweights, and nobody's interested. Look, even if you was to beat Thurman, mandatory, and he beats him, he's inexperienced. The only fight they want to see is the fight where his detractors think he's going to get knocked out, and that's Triple G. And it could be anyone else, because there's probably other middleweights that could probably maybe have a chance of knock, but no, they want Triple G. That's the only. I
would like to see him fight like David Lemieux before the Triple G fight.
Who?
David Lemieux.
Oh, he's gonna fight David Lemieux.
David Lemieux wouldn't land one shot. You gotta be there for David Lemieux.
That's a warm-up fight.
It wouldn't help him against Triple G.
Yeah, it wouldn't help him against Triple G.
It wouldn't help him get ready for Triple G. Maybe just the strength, feeling that strength. Maybe that's about it. But tactically, nope.
Triple G or nothing. There's no point in fighting middleweights.
Yeah, man. Because you'll get no credit for that shit. I'll just stay retired, man. Damn that shit.
He is
For some reason, Lemieux think he's getting a fight next. I don't think he's fighting. I think he ain't gonna fight Triple G.
He ain't coming back, man.
So do y'all believe Team Canelo and Team Oscar talking about they're gonna send Golovkin them an offer, and the weight issues is not going to be a problem in the contract?
No.
Nope.
So bullshit.
Lip service, right?
They're gonna fight Triple. They're gonna fight Lemieux, or they're gonna fight. They're probably gonna serve up Curtis. They're gonna serve up Curtis Stevens. They're gonna serve him up. They're gonna serve up Curtis Stevenson. He's probably small enough. They could do him over, and then they're gonna go with Lemieux. They're just waiting for Triple G to move up, or he gets older. That's what they're looking for. That's all they're
gonna fight. They're gonna fight Triple G when he's 38 now.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. That's exactly what they do. Because you know why I say this, yeah? This is the same thing they did to Jose Lucic. I've seen this before. They did this to Jose Lucic. They wait him out until he gets old, and then he becomes just doomed up, and then they take him and then they put him in there with a guy. He's not keeping his eye on the ball, and then he gets beat up. They're putting him in Matisse. He weren't ready for it, and that was it. That's how they do you, bro.
The African brother who fought Matisse.
Yeah, that's what they did. They waited him around. He waited around. That's what Triple G's on. He's on the same thing. They're doing the same thing. They shut you out. And the thing is, the media, the mainstream media, they're pushing it. When are you gonna fight Triple G? But Oscar's like, yeah. But the thing is, their main priority is to satisfy the Mexican fans. If Oscar put Canelo in there, who's Oscar got? He can't do that. He can't realistically put Canelo in there with Triple G and lose his money. He can't do that.
Yeah, but you in the wrong game, man. You in the wrong game. If that's what you're gonna do, man.
No one's forcing them to do it, bro. They're not, and the WBC's not forcing them. They got paid.
That man ain't got no shame.
Didn't you
hear Oscar saying Mayweather era was the best, it was the worst era? Look what he's doing. He ain't got no shit. Oscar don't give a shit.
He don't give a damn, fam. And he'll just lie. Oscar has become such a promoter, man. It's not even funny.
Division. Canelo weight.
Yep.
And Hopkins too. Listen, Hopkins was defending.
Hopkins too. Hopkins is a promoter now, man.
Getting paid, man. They're all getting paid.
He talks so much crazy shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow.
155. You should come down and fight him at 155. I fought Oscar at 157.
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Complain about it.
Yeah, you can complain about it. You know, the one thing I gotta agree with a lot of people's thing though. Everybody had to make concessions at one point in time, man. Everybody on down the line had to make some kind of concessions at one point in time. I don't know if the 160 is a fair thing. Coming down to 155 is a fair thing, but everybody has had to make concessions to the so-called A side at one point in time, man.
See, the thing is,
I don't know.
Here's where Triple G sticked himself. He said it'd come down to 154 to fight Floyd. So one size fits all.
Yeah, because that's where he put his foot in his mouth. He needs some different spokespeople. They're messing his whole reputation up because they always talking to Abel Sanchez and Lawfer.
Yeah, they've done a terrible job in the media, both of them. Terrible job. I mean, the way Dante tied him up the other day, he was sad for Sanchez.
They got him, man. They got him.
Nailed him up. Nailed him. Yeah, man.
Hey, big up to your boy Crawler, though, man.
Yeah, he shot the hell out of me.
He did his thing, and he was losing the fight.
Yeah, you ain't too
like he was. I don't even think he won a round until he knocked the dude out, but he was just there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was just there, let that dude do all the work.
Our boy let us down though.
Who that?
Herrera
was a good fight.
Oh yeah, man. Herrera got his ass kicked.
That was a good fight, man. I think Herrera was competitive, man. He was a good fight. I think he did all right, man.
I see quite aggressive in there, Herrera, man.
Yeah, man. Herrera was doing all right, man. This thing's too strong for him. He was fighting him, though. He was fighting him.
He need to go back down to 140. You need to go back down to 140.
He does. He needs to go back to 140. He was fighting him, bro. Herrera's got
he was strong enough.
Yeah, man. Herrera gave it a good effort.
He
Chris,
did.
what did you say? Chris, you didn't finish what you say. Chris, I didn't hear what you said.
I said he wasn't strong enough, but the guy that picked Gomez to knock out Herrera. Nobody ain't knocking out Herrera though.
Nah.
Oh, you do a Gus today. You do a Gus. Yeah, we know about that.
Tapia needs to retire.
Yeah, he needs to.
Oh yeah, I'm tired of that dude. He gonna get killed, man. He gonna be talking crazy in a minute.
Yeah, Tapia needs to retire. He needs to go learn how to train. Go, get in Freddie Roach gym. Be an apprentice to Marvin or some shit and learn how to train. Because you don't need to be taking no more shots, fam. You're done.
He's just not a good fighter.
He looks the part, but as soon as he gets touched on the chin, man, there she blows.
You're not impressed.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I wanted to see if his chin would stand up at 160. I was on the fence about that fight. I was like, maybe because he's been forcing himself to make 54 that he's just getting blown out like that. Let me see what he looked like at 60.
Nah, he just got a
rubbish.
You hear they joking, making jokes. They said they see the chin glass jaw and boxing on Amir Khan too.
They had a what? A glass jaw?
They said the change glass jaw turned to Amir Khan chin.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah, you see, like everybody said he's gonna come out with all this credit. All they remember him for is getting starched.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what he anticipated. If I fight this bigger guy, even if I lose, I'm gonna get the credit.
But that's what Oscar was telling him.
I tell you, if he maybe went 11 rounds and it was competitive and then got knocked out, then maybe so. But no, man,
you didn't even get past 6.
Yeah, blocks.
Man, somebody loved Derek Chisora's body work.
He was winning the fight.
To you? I don't think so.
He landed more punches than they didn't even show the punch stat. He landed more punches.
No, he didn't.
Nah.
What's the punch stat?
They put a stat while the fight.
No.
Sorry, I apologize. No.
No, the stat was a little skewed because the stat was making it look like he wasn't landing no body shots, man. He was landing some nice, especially early on.
No, the stat said that Pulev threw twice as much and he landed more on the stat.
Yeah, the stat was a little skewed to me.
Yeah.
But the judges really liked his body work because somebody had him winning 115, 113. I didn't.
That was my scorecard. I didn't win. That was the score. I didn't win it. Yeah, that was.
Nah, I didn't have him winning. I had him
that's the scorecard.
Maybe winning 4 rounds, man. Cause he tired down the stretch too, man.
He wasn't doing nothing, but you know anything.
He had straight stamina issues.
It didn't matter anyway. You know what I mean? It didn't matter anyway. Either way, you know what I mean? He lost and that was that. So, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't matter. All that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's gonna continue to fight, he's gonna have to get in better shape, EJ, because you can't be tiring like that down the stretch, man.
He was knackered.
Yeah, because you know why? Because Pulev was because he was allowed to grab him and lean on him. That's why he got tired.
Yeah, so he was in bad shape. Yeah,
he's in bad shape, man. One thing I gotta say though, Pulev was getting away with those punches behind the head, and they was keep on warning Derek for the shit. So Pulev was doing the same shit.
Anyway, man. I lost it. That's it. That's the way I
and
say
he was voluntarily backing up to the ropes and shit.
Yeah, man, all that shit. He like you can't be standing in the corner and let this man tee off on you like that. That don't look good to the judges.
The only thing I can say for him, is when I compare him to Khan, is Pulev couldn't land no chin shots. He could get the top of the head. He couldn't get no chin shots. Derek kept his chin low.
But when he did land it, he did wobble Derek a few times in that fight. When he did land that nice right hand,
he didn't really wobble Derek. Derek shook him.
I seen him wobble Derek with the right hand before and made him go back to the ropes.
I see Derek shake.
Yeah, Derek shook him with that overhand right.
Yeah, shook it, man. He shook. Yo, Antoine, what's happening, bro?
What's going on, gentlemen?
What a guan, yo?
Ain't nothing.
We're just talking about it, man. We're just talking about it.
Man, look. You know what, dude? I don't know how to feel about what I saw last night. I really don't know. To me personally, I seen three fights where one opponent was severely overmatched. And the worst performance of the night was by far, to me, Mauricio Herrera. I expected better out of him. I didn't expect anything out of Khan. Tapia, I expected to get knocked out. I mean,
hey, Beast, that's some serious feedback, you know. Like when the feedback is bad, man. Go ahead.
Okay, is it my feedback or?
No, it's Beast. Go ahead, bro.
Okay, and the card had names on it, but overall it was very uninspiring to me. Again, like I said, I saw three overmatched opponents, three opponents that looked like they shouldn't even been in the ring at the time. So that's what it looked like to me. But you know, other people apparently saw it different. A lot of people think that Khan's stock was raised after this fight, and I'm trying to figure out where in the world he got that from. I'm trying to figure that one out.
That's madness.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I'm like, what world are they living in? Because just because you went up 2 weight classes, everybody expected you to lose. So I can see where your stock really don't go down. But even if you look at the other side of the coin, now you looking like damaged goods, and you food for 147 now. Should he go back down? You know. So Canelo gets no cool points for beating up on a guy that came up essentially 2 weight classes, and everybody expected Khan to lose. So he really doesn't get anything from me on that one either, because like I said, this was a fight that nobody saw coming. He didn't deserve it. He was unranked at 160 and 154 and didn't want to take on no stiff competition at 147.
Well, you see what you said there, like. As soon as the fight was announced, everybody was scratching their head. Huh? They made a typo. Yeah, this must be a typo.
I thought people were joking.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not true. That's a lie. Y'all just writing that shit. Y'all trolling.
Dude, I was so heated. I was so pissed off that people actually tried to promote this fight, and that people actually tried to say, well, this fight is going to be good. And I'm like, how? You tell me. There's no way that Canelo was going to lose this fight. If by some miracle they went to the scorecards, you know good and well Oscar was not going to let Canelo lose on the scorecards. It was not going to happen. And to Khan's credit, I had him up 4-1 going into round 6. I had him up 4-1. To Khan's credit. But
you're a kind man. You're a kind man, Antoine.
Dude, the first 3 rounds, Khan clearly controlled the pace. He came with those combos, dude. Those 3-hit combos was backing Canelo up early in the game. It wasn't until round 4 or 5 until actually Canelo started tracking him down and start going to his body, which I expected him to do from the jump. He should have did that from the jump. He could have got him out there sooner had he went to the body from the jump, but he didn't do it. I don't know why, but he was swinging wild, especially
he had to adjust to the speed and get range.
True story. But when he started to track him down and he started to go to his body, then we seen Khan start to slow down. We already knew Khan had conditioning issues. You're going back to the Madonna fight at 140. He's always had that type, and then on top of that, carrying that extra weight didn't help matters none either. So eventually, so it wasn't a matter of if, it was more of a matter of when. And Khan got caught, as we all knew he would.
Of course.
He got caught. He went for the okie doke. That was not no lucky shot.
No,
that was a schoolyard feint that that Canelo gave to him.
Yeah, it was a schoolyard feint. It was.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes against Khan. And the thing is, right, everybody gets caught. But Khan gets caught square on the chin with blockbusters every time. Every time. Gets caught
Yeah.
square.
Yeah. And it's crazy that he hasn't learned, and it's crazy that even with Virgil Hunter, he hasn't learned. I expect him to fall for those type of feints under Freddie Roach like he did when he got caught with Prescott and all them. But I didn't expect him to keep falling for the same thing under Virgil Hunter. Virgil Hunter is more of a defensive minded trainer. You would think he would have learned not to go for every feint.
Let me tell you what it was, though. When he started getting touched, when that left hook that was missing in rounds 1 and 2 started touching him, he just went back to what he knew. Stay the fuck off of me. Had 3-4 punch combinations. Stay the fuck off of me with his chin in the air. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that he learned in the gym for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, just went out the window.
Let's talk sweet science, bro. Hit and then grab. Smash and grab. Why are you tying him up? I was thinking like that would have saved your energy.
Yeah, that probably would have been worse on him, EJ. Because
you could have hold him up. Like, he was tall enough because he think he's quick. Hit him, grab him, and then tie him up, spin him. Bro, all the greats do it, man. They're all great. People's like, why are you?
Yeah, but he's taking the risk that Canelo is stronger than him on the inside, and then he's gonna be using his energy just trying to hold Canelo.
Bro,
and sapping his strength.
Sugar Leonard did it to Hagler, bro. He just smother Hagler's work. You hit and you grab. That's what all these greats do. If he did that, he wouldn't have got tired, bro. He wouldn't have got tired and made mistakes because.
But you see Sugar Ray won the fight. But you see what happened to Sugar Ray down the stretch. He's tired.
Yeah,
he's tired.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying.
And Hagler started coming on. But I understand what you're saying.
Look what Hopkins did to Trinidad, bro. Like Trinidad, that's what you do with them, bro. You do with powerful punches. You can't beat them like that. Like you see what Crawler did. He powerful punches, like he wore him out. He made him throw all his hard punches, man, and make him miss. Like you said, like what Khan did, he fought fire with fire. Rather than this with fire, you basically have to let him come onto you, and then you make him wear out, and then you did that. And the body punch would have did that. Slap, grabbing. See, people don't respect tying up your opponent. I would have hit him and tied him up. Let the referee come in and break. Now you're not getting tired. You're hitting him in his face, and he's so slow to get his punch off. Now he's taking punches in his face. When he starts going to the body, then you try and then you hold, move away again. Now you're conserving your energy. Bryce, you know what it's called? Pacing yourself. It's called pacing.
I understand exactly where you're coming from, but we got to look at the fact that Khan was outweighed by at least 20 pounds.
Yes.
Canelo could have easily broke those clinches and start going to his body in the clinch.
Yes, that's my thing, man. Because he did that with Devin Alexander. You see, he did not try that against Canelo. He didn't try because of the strength that Canelo probably has on the inside over him, and it probably would make him exert too much energy just trying to hold on to the opponent. Yeah, and Canelo, go ahead.
You mix it up though. You mix it up. I've seen it, bro. You mix it up. You tie him. You like there's punches you can punch where you tie up his arms. You don't just tie him up, right? You tie up his arms. So he can't throw punches to you. So he doesn't got one arm left. And then with the one arm he's got, you cover that side of your face. I see Hopkins do it all the time, bro. Like the old Philly fighters, like the people, what Kanye, this is why I think, you know what Mr. Bashir called him? He called him an amateur. Called him an amateur. Bro, because all them dudes, they tie you up. And what that does, it wears the opponent down. I'll be like, why you do that? It's boring. Bro, if you're fighting some dude and he's hitting you in the face and he's tying you up, then what's that doing to you? It's wearing you down, bro.
And Hopkins was much stronger than Trinidad on the inside, so he got away with that shit.
You don't have to be strong. You don't have to tie someone up, you know. You don't have to be strong. You just need to know to where and how.
You don't have to be strong, but it's gonna sap your energy. Just holding on to somebody like that, and he.
No, there's an art. There's an art to it. You don't have to be really physically strong. I was watching is it Shagayev against that Pinata or whatever his name was. And he didn't have a clue how to tie up. Every time he tried the top of his arm, then he tried this, but by the time my man freed himself out of the clinch and punched him up. You've got to know beforehand, okay, I grip the forearm, right, and then I spin. It's an art. It's just like a martial art. You don't. It does help. Physical strength alone won't help you tie up.
No, it won't help you tie up. No, it's not going to help you tie up. But the thing about it is, when you're in there with somebody stronger than you, it's eventually is gonna continuously tying up like that is also gonna sap your energy. If you're trying to sap the opponent's energy, tying up like that against somebody who's physically stronger than you continuously, like Amir Khan.
But so if you're fighting someone stronger than you, and all you're doing is fighting them without neutralizing them all the time without clinching, you're gonna get tired anyway.
That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, look what Andre Ward did to Chad Dawson. It's the same thing. He tied. Look what he did to Carl Froch. He neutralized his strength. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to. It's like they see the Virgil. Virgil is a master of how to do that.
But those opponents assumed that they were stronger than Ward on the inside, and he proved that they were not. He was pushing them back. He was pushing them back.
Natty, what about Spinks versus Holmes? Spinks was spoiling all on Holmes. All fight.
Yeah.
Holmes is way stronger.
True indeed. But Spinks had a superior technique. True indeed. But Spinks been doing that for a long time. But we're asking a guy like Amir Khan, who really hasn't been doing that long. And the tactic was effective against Devin Alexander only because Devin Alexander didn't know how to get out the clinch, and he does not know how to fight out on the inside. So he couldn't use the same tactics against Canelo. He could have tried, but to me, I think he would have tired earlier than he did.
Yeah, man. Look, man. This is what I'm saying. Like there was this idiot in the chat section. Oh, gay runner, quoting the same thing. And these are tried and tested techniques that have to be studied and evolutionized through the process of boxing. This ain't no joke. Tying up and no one else.
Tying up.
Yeah.
I don't like, there's tying up and then there's holding.
Let me give you another one. Let me give you another example, right? Where it's perfectly, it's a good one, yeah? Mayweather versus Hatton. Hatton was strong. Even to the point. When he hit Mayweather left hook, Mayweather flying back, Mayweather, whoa! So what Mayweather did, what did he do to him straight away? He was in it, hit him, tied him up a bit. He wear him down. Like, if you look at that fight, it was a mauling fight for the like 7 rounds.
Right. And what did Hatton say about Mayweather on the inside? I didn't know he was so strong on the inside.
No, but I'm telling you, Hatton was even stronger than him. But with Mayweather,
right?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you,
he didn't think he would have to work so hard against Mayweather, and it shocked him. That's what I'm saying.
When you tie someone up, it's not to do with strength; it's to do with sapping their energy slightly. That's what it does. You don't have to be stronger than them. You sap their energy. And Mr. Bashir, because I was listening to him, he goes, it's all about energy. That's why they didn't think Khan was going to survive, because it was about energy. It's about pacing yourself. And that's what I'm talking about Mayweather. If you listen to see what people looking at me, how come Amir Khan got knocked out and Mayweather beat him up even to the kennel with the rope? Because Mayweather knows how to tie up, and he knows how to jab through, jabs to the stomach, to the pit of the stomach, and he knows how to do feints. All these things here, all these tactics, these are old school tactics. Mayweather used that his dad told him. His dad got taught from them old time trainers in Detroit.
Yeah.
This will makes you where you are, and this is what I'm saying, and that's what he uses against these opponents, yeah, who they don't respect. Amir Khan yeah, thought I could fight fire with fire, my speed. If you wanted to have a good example, you'd have tied the dude up, and all these little things, they would have sapped the man's energy, bro. Because Canelo, right, when he hasn't got energy to fight, as you see with Mayweather, he's doing this stuff. He don't know what to do. That's what you do to him. Don't make the fight ugly. Are you trying to win, or you're trying to show I've got balls? I mean, what are you doing here, bro? What's going on here, bro? You're coming in to win a fight. This is a serious thing. You get serious. That's why I said to people, yeah. You look at Mayweather. Every time have you seen all these people getting knocked out, like Berto knocking out Ortiz, and now Khan, and people even giving credit to Mayweather. They're thinking, how the fuck did when Mayweather fought Berto, he never got knocked out? How the fuck did Mayweather fought?
Not even close to being knocked out.
He was younger. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. The dudes, listen, all the credit goes to the old school tactics. Mr. Bashir said it, right? He was there trying to call. He goes, that guy is an amateur, right? He's an amateur because he was fighting like an amateur where you don't tie up. In the pro game, you tie man up. You tie them up. If you tie him up, you wear him down. You wear down, you take down his energy, bro. That's what you do.
Listen, Jack Johnson was the he was the master at time. What he done to Tommy Burns, even though he was smaller, he tied him because Tommy Burns was determined to keep the white man's pride, and he was pulling forward. Johnson just held him and laughed at him and said, "Yeah, you can't do nothing." When he fought the Boilermaker is extremely strong. Tied him up, and then counter-punched him to death, and then took him out. That's Jack Johnson, bro. That's Jack Johnson. You know, that's the art. That's the art.
Fight with fire in boxing, bro. You don't fight with fire. You fight them where they're at this weak and where you're strong. That's what you do. If I was to fight someone taller than me, I'll grab I'll shoot him and try and take him down to the ground. Why? Because we're even. If I'm fighting some guy shorter than me, I'll use my jab and my kicks from a distance, innit? I'm not gonna try to fight a short guy. Probably, you know what I mean? Short guy, they're powerful, you know. But you have to wear them. Listen, bro. This game is serious. Listen. Check. I'm not checking.
What Khan did wrong is what he's been doing wrong all his whole career. Too many punches. It looks nice on the highlight, but it's not fighting smart. You know what I mean? Especially against a counter puncher who can time you and catch you in between one of those shots. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3s. Move, step around, keep your hands up. You know what I'm saying? Keep your chin tucked. He doesn't do any of the above. He think he's still in the amateurs.
His defense is basically consists of his legs.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And he made the same mistake last night.
That's not good enough.
That's it.
That's not good enough.
That's it.
Legs. Can't just use your legs. You know? And like even Ali, the second Frazier fight, because like you saw his face get blow up in the first fight. You know what I mean? When Frazier decked him.
Yeah, but Frazier's face was messed up too. But he was determined. He was so determined in that fight, man. He's like, I am not losing to you. You can hit me with a brick. I'm not losing to you.
Look. He didn't want to get hit like that. Second fight, tied up Frazier.
Yeah.
Tied him up. And like in the third fight, the referee was under instruction. Don't let him hold like he didn't.
Yeah.
And that's why you got the war. That nearly ended his career. Because listen, if it was up to Ali, he would have held him. Of course he would have held him. You let that little bullish man come lick you up.
And Kenny Bayless would have let you tie up, because Kenny Bayless lets you tie up, but he splits it up immediately.
That's that naivety, man. That's one thing, man. The Gallagher's are learning. Man.
You don't give me a joke, yeah. When I was sparring in amateur in the gym, yeah, and like my first day, I was watching for about a month or something before I actually started sparring, and I got in with this bullish dude, innit? Like, and I started getting tired. I tied him up, and then after I finished the sparring, innit, the one big guy, he goes, "Oh, you don't really go." I thought I'd done rubbish, innit, yeah. And I goes, "Why are you saying that?" He goes, "Oh, because my first day, I got my nose bleeding, innit? Because what he did, he tried to fight with fire, don't know about tie up. His face got blooded up. My face got blooded up. I was just tired. But I felt like I lost because I could have done more because of my energy.
Right.
I was tired. When I was gassed, I tied that blood. I grabbed on tight. Even the referee go let go, bro. I wasn't letting go for nothing until I just got enough where I can get out. You think I was going to continue fighting, throwing my arms and nah, bro. Infighting. Then they call it infighting, man. Infighting, and there's out fighting. You know what I mean? Boxing is a very tactical sport, and all these old people, this guy's rubbish and this and that. These are all these little tactics.
The thing is, you got to do the history. I don't care if it sounds obnoxious. This is why it's the best fucking hangout, right? This is why you got to do the history of the sport. This sport consists of wrestling, right? Fencing, and stuff like that. So you can't ignore, like, where do you think the jab come from? It's a fencing move, right? Wrestling,
yeah.
right?
Yo, I heard you regulating on that dude in the hangout yesterday, fam. Good work, man. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he is.
Freaking idiot.
It is, man. It's like you've got to see, the thing is, what they don't realize, right? Boxing, right? It didn't used to be about getting this great win and a contract with HBO. It used to be to teach your sons or yourself self-defense, how to preserve yourself if you get into a scrap.
That's why I like. That's why I like Eric Hunter, right? Against Selby. It was a perfect example of an old school fighter and a guy who throws volume punches. And that's what he did. He was using his head movement. Yeah, let Selby throw a punch and he caught him. Yeah, the only thing is he wasn't doing enough of it. He wasn't doing enough of it.
And he didn't capitalize on his advantage.
The referee was riding his case the whole fight as well. That didn't help.
Yeah, from the body shots, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But you see what he did? He done a move what I watch, yeah, that Joe Walcott does, and Jersey Joe Walcott does. He done what you call a walkabout. It's like, yeah, I make him pay for a bit, and I just walk around. Walking doesn't burn your energy. Just do a little walk. Just do a little walk around. He does that. I see James Toney do that. I do a little walk around. I see Hopkins do it. And Hopkins is the one who was actually his mentor. Hopkins is his mentor, Eric Hunter, right? He does walkabout. They used to call him Little Bernard, didn't it, when he was in the gym? Like, he does a walk with a little punch, and I was looking, I was like, damn, this little kid's got old school moves, man. And then,
Hopkins walk around and then out of nowhere throws that straight right hand.
Yeah. Mr. Bashir. Hey, you know what? Let me call Mr. Bashir, because on it, yeah? We could hear him as well.
Look, man, I mean, Hopkins, man, I remember when he fought, who was it? Shumanov was, and he that movie, yeah, when he that movie done, man. It looked like he was going to go into the clinch, man, and he just nailed him with a couple of shots.
And he dropped him with that shit.
I don't think the one I saw, he didn't drop him, right?
That's not the one you're talking about when he dropped him?
No, maybe he dropped him on the one you're talking about. The one I saw, yeah, they were going to go into the clinch, and he hit him with a couple of shots to the clinching, and then he clinched him.
Okay.
Like, you've got to be clever. You have to be clever. If you want, see that guy in the chat section, he wants guys just to come out and just throw leather with no fucking education and no tactics at all. That's what he wants. And he thinks that's good boxing.
That's not boxing, man. Boxing. Like, you guys were naming a whole bunch of fighters, man. Like, even Chavez Sr., who's known for his brutality. When he had to, he milled like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
He didn't approach every fight the same way, man. But if you watch boxing, you would know that.
Yeah.
You know what you see old school tactics here, what Mayweather does and stuff like that, yeah? That because he, you know, if you look at him in the super film, he had the power and stuff, he could do it. But these are old school, tried, tested tactics that Mayweather refined. And now we're calling him the best defense. So before him, we was calling Parnell. Mayweather used to look up to Parnell because Parnell used to come watch him in the amateurs as well. Parnell, before him, we were saying Willie Pep. Before him, we were saying Jack Johnson. And others, right? These tactics, yeah, will make you survive. And if you got a bit of punching, you know, just a bit of power enough, you could do it. And the thing is, yeah, like I look at it, yeah, it's after seeing Blackwell, right, and you look at some part, you have to realize this sport is very dangerous. There's a certain thing you need to know. You need to know everything. You need to be a scientist, have a mind. That's what it's called a sweet science.
Yep.
And then you have to put it onto your body structure. So let's say like me, yeah, my height, my rate, my reach and stuff like that. So how am I going to be effective? And then on top of that, I have to go to a weight class where I'm very strong at to be effective, or maybe not. If I want to challenge myself, I better know how to handle myself with a bigger guys after a while. Maybe the style won't work. So these are all the things you have to incorporate onto your own skill set and try to maintain in the game plan. That's what you saw with Crawler. What you saw with Crawler, you saw the sweet science of him just basically letting a guy who's very powerful throw his punches out, and then he was just throwing little punches, but it was enough to joke the guy out, and then the body shot was beautiful. It's perfect. The guy wore him down and perfect, and that performance to me is what the box sport's about. Now you see it again. You see with Canelo. Canelo learned from me with the feints. He was doing feints on Amir Khan. What Amir Khan was coming on it is like, I don't know who was in it, you need to do this, Amir Khan, or what the heck they were telling him, because he wasn't listening to Virgil. Virgil was saying he need to throw stiff punches, stiff ones. But he gets hit. He throws these like 6 combinations like he does in the amateurs, and that's it. He's gonna win. He didn't even beat Mary Kindle in that last fight in amateurs, you know. They gave it to him in the pro game. He didn't win that fight, you know. He didn't win that fight against Mara Kindling, that one on ITV.
In the World Championship, was a World Championship?
Nah, he was trying to beat him. He went against him 3 times.
One title after the Olympics.
He went against him 3 times. The second time, he had him in the Olympics. Then he brought Mara Kindling the first time. Mara beat him, right? And he goes, no, I can't turn pro until I beat Mara. So Frank brought him over again. And Kindling, they pay so much money Americans that come from Cuba. Maryland, you know what? I don't mind you getting it. But even then, Mario was beating him. He was beating him again, and I was like, oh man, they just gave it to him. And then Amir goes, I'm gonna turn pro. And listen, bro, Amir Khan, bro, listen, you don't get no pass, bro. You don't get no pass out of it. You need to retire right now. Man, you need to retire right now. It's dangerous. Yeah, you know, right? But now
and Brendan Prescott is not the only person that knocked him on his ass, right? But early in his career, but he just got up.
Well, I'll break it down for you because I saw all his fights.
Yeah.
Dropped him. This Moroccan guy dropped him, right? Who's the Arthur? No, not Arthur. What's his name? His brother, his son turned pro. Manchester fighter. What's it? Michael Gomez dropped him with a body shot, right? He's been dropped, and then obviously you saw the British Prescott.
Yeah.
Then you go from there.
Dangerous.
Julio Diaz put him on the floor.
Julio Diaz put his ass on the floor.
Yeah.
A washed up Julio Diaz. Just imagine Julio Diaz at 135 fighting Amir Khan. He would have got body bagged.
Yeah, you'd have got rid of him.
That version of Julio Diaz was no joke.
Yeah.
I was surprised Castillo beat him so easy because he was a badass, man, and he ended up getting the title back after that because that fight between him and Castillo was supposed to be a unification bout, and the IBF did their little bullshit.
Yep. It's no joke, man. It's no joke. No joke.
It's a serious sport, man. Like, when I was amateurs, I knew how to tie up, man. I'm tired. I'm tying him up. They go, why are you tying? I'm tying him up, bro. I'm tired. Shit, I'm tying him up. Hookers are the worst, yeah. Hookers tying him up. Used to headbutt you, bro, and elbow you in your face.
Yo.
When he's tying you up, man, is the L. You see what? Listen, look what he did to Trinidad, bro. That's legal. Everything he did to Trinidad was legal. Trinidad didn't know what the fuck was going on, man.
Yep. Because Trinidad ain't used to that type of shit. Trinidad just used to clapping people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's it.
Look what Evander Holyfield did to Mike Tyson. Look what he did to him.
Oh, my God.
And that's why David Haye, I'm not bringing him up. I'm not talking about because he can't tie up none of these big guys. Can't tie none of them up. And he doesn't like fighting.
David Haye is not an inside fighter anyway.
Right.
They beat, listen, they're little people, yeah. There's certain ways, yeah, in this game where they don't have to throw mad punches. What they just do certain things like tie you up, wear you down, and then they get to a point where they see you breathing. They can hear you. Their ears can hear you. This is another proven tactic. They can hear in their ears, yeah, that you're breathing hard. Like Mali used to say, I can hear him breathing hard. Nah, I got him. You know what I mean? Because I give you strength now. That will give you encouragement to pull it on him. Because as you're getting close to them when you're tying out, you can hear the guy breathing, especially when you hit him to the body. And then now you unleash a whoop ass on him.
Yep. Right.
Man, you better than me, fam. Right now I got 3 minutes worth of fight in me. After 3 minutes, I'm done.
Tie them up, Natty. If you tie them up, Natty, you can go much longer. Go ahead, bitch.
Oh man, go ahead.
See Harold Graham, like when he used to fight you, man, he'd tie you up, spin you, throw you here, and but by the time you're disoriented, he's got you where he wants you.
Yeah.
Exactly what you mean.
Yep.
So it's like, you gotta use what you have, your tools, and be very good at your tools, what you're good at. You can't do stuff you're not good at. Amir Khan was doing what he was doing all the while. But there's certain things. Virgil is a very old school trainer, because I was going to do a video piece about midweight shoulder roll, and he was talking about all the old school guys. And you see when you see Andre Ward is the protege of Virgil. Doesn't matter all the other people Virgil's got. Andre Ward is the prototypical type of Virgil. When you see Andre Ward is an old school fighter, bro. That's what you're in the modern era. That's what you're seeing.
Yep.
Bro, he knows everything. Because Andre Ward respects the game. He respects everything. He knows how to tie you up. He knows how to shorten his punches. He knows how to long range, throw long punches. He knows the combinations to burn your arms down. And he uses everything, to his what? Because the sport is dangerous. It's a very dangerous, and he dissects you slowly. Even to the point when he was fighting Paul Smith, right at the time, I was saying, why don't you just get rid of him? No. He said, no, we don't need to. I know I'm going to win. But what I want to do, I'm going to break him down slowly. I'm going to break him down. And that's what he's about. He's one of them people, if you eat your dinner, he don't hurry. He'll be there taking his time on the dinner. Even though he knows he's going to finish the dinner late, he'll just take his time. and slowly finish you off. And that's what they do to Kovalev, because Kovalev will come with a jab, and then Andre will take it away. And he'll come with the right hand, Andre will take it away. Then Kovalev's like, oh, what do I do now? Then Andre will tie him up, and they'll do all the in work, all the inside work. And then Kovalev will start getting cut up, start seeing his blood pour in his face. There's no way he can win. There's no way that dude can win. If he thinks he's going to do what he was doing to Pascal, it's not going to work. If you think power alone is going to make you win, it's not. You need old school tactics. John J. Delta, you can't teach that. You need to know it from young, and you need to be able to implement it, bro. Kovalev likes to keep people at range, and so he can throw his bombs. But he doesn't like getting here. I've seen his face cut up real bad all the time. Triple G as well. He doesn't like to get cut up, and he's never been tied up where people beat him up inside as well. All these fighters, yeah, they're the weaknesses for some of the, because you remember they're European style. Remember the best style in amateur was the Cuban style. The Cuban style of boxing. And American used to be second, didn't it? Yeah, that's how it used to be. Yeah. American used to be a slick. They all this old school, and that's what I said about Andre Ward. He exhibits the old school tactics. You get it? And that's what he is.
And you know what? More I think about this Kovalev fight with Andre Ward, I see it going like the Kessler fight.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Take away his weapons and put it on him.
Take away his weapons, bust him up, you know what I'm saying? Make him start complaining to the ref, take him out of his game. You might stop him. Might stop him by surprise. Nobody's expecting that.
Nah, I'll put money.
I am. If Ward does win, I'm expecting him to stop Kovalev.
People, and you know what? We're gonna start talking shit again, boy. People gonna start.
You know why? Because Kovalev is a winner. He's a competitor. So he ain't just going to leave the fight, oh, I went the distance. He's going to try and win. He's going to push. If Ward wins, he's going to push Ward to his very best. Very best. And what will happen if Kovalev loses? Kovalev, he looks dominant right now. But if he does lose, it's all going to unravel. It's going to unravel. That's what will happen. It's like that Barroso guy yesterday. He looked so good previously. But when he looked bad, he looked bad.
Yeah. Because he's never been in the spot.
But the thing is, he looked good up until the round in which he got knocked out. But you could see his energy getting sapped the round before. He wasn't used to going the distance.
You see the thing.
The same shots that were nice and crisp, he just started looking lethargic.
No one's ever beat him up like that. He got put in areas that he's never been before. Connor's been beaten up. He's got more experience. He's been knocked down. All kind of stuff happened to him. Got more experience.
And he was just blocking a lot of shots and letting them, you know what I'm saying, throw his hardest punches. And he was taking most of those shits on the glove. He would take some on the chin, but not a lot. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't fire back as much. So by the time he was ready to go, he still had all his energy, and this dude was gassed. And he just took the one shot. Took the one shot to finish him.
Yeah, because again, because he's throwing his punches and he's breathing. Because look, he's trying to breathe. That's what you breathe, right? Through your stomach. And he hit him right in the boiler. He hit him right in the boiler. He was like, bam.
Yep.
That hurt.
I'm like, this dude is not gonna get up. Like, I mean, he started off fast, fam. He was like, he's a 6-round fighter. That's it.
That's the British fight of a British fighter on British soil. But it was first class, man. It was first class.
Yo, I'm gonna go to the chat section. Okay.
Yeah, go for it, man.
The people in the chat, if I've missed any of your comments, it's not I've missed it, because what happens, it doesn't start right from where it started at the start of the program. So Jamie October, Vitali was my favorite though. I'm biased, so they was probably talking about Klitschko. B Marsh, he said facts to Max Ryder. Beowulf Boxing, how's this dude gloating? Talk boxing. What, some of us gloating, or are you talking to somebody in the chat? I don't know. Daz McDuts, true. I forgot about the clits. Well, that's 5 in total. They've been having a discussion that we weren't privy to, but maybe I'll catch it up later. Brooke is also going to KO Khan, I'm sure, says Piper. Beowulf Boxing, who's okay? Don Flamenco, agreed. Right. I'm going to come away from you guys' conversation because I don't understand it. I'm going to get to more direct comments. Okay. The Raider story. Brooke doesn't come in at 180. They're talking about a potential Khan and Brooke fight. It does come in pretty heavy, though. I mean, very strong welter. Very strong.
I don't see it happening.
What, Khan and Brooke? You don't see it?
Yeah, not now. Not now.
He's getting in there with a feather fist.
Brook called him
Yeah.
out. Brook called him out straight after he lost, boy. Brook didn't even.
Yeah. And I tweeted back to Kell Brook. I said that fight ain't happening because Khan is damaged goods now.
Oh shit, man. See, that's what happens, man. See, everyone said he's gonna come at her credit. People calling him saying he's damaged, but it's up to him to show that he isn't. To prove you and I wrong, I guess.
Yeah. He gonna have to do something, but you already know he's not gonna take on a top 5 welterweight coming back out the gate. It might not even be a top 10 welterweight coming back.
After a knockout loss like that, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Okay. Next rider one, B Marsh. Some people can't face the facts. Khan facts. Okay. Okay. B Marsh. Pai Brook can punch and stop fighters, in my opinion. Khan has nothing to scare Brook. He has no KO power, in my opinion. He doesn't have KO power. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. Carlton Palmer. Derek is now officially a journeyman. Pulev is pretty poor as well. No power. They'll feed him to AJ. Derek a journeyman? Is Derek you guys got Derek Chisora washed up? Just briefly.
He's getting there, man. He had to win that fight yesterday, man. He had to win that fight. He didn't look good. I mean, Pulev didn't look great either, but he looked better than Derek. Yo.
Yo, everybody still there?
I don't know. So just went dead.
Oh shit! I was muted. Sorry guys, I was muted. I'm reading comments. I was muted.
Oh, okay. I was like, what happened?
All right. I was like, oh.
Someone muted me. I think someone muted me. That's what I felt happened. Dasmit Dutz. I felt it. Chisora last night. That's after. Oh, did anyone want to say anything about Chisora being a journeyman? I don't know. I know Matt.
You heard what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
Okay.
Okay. Next rider one. That's why Khan should have fought Brook. He has a much better chance to get the victory. Not only that, like, you know.
And there was a belt there too.
Yeah, it's not only that, man. Like, if Brook beats Khan, he's not gonna leave him prostrate on the canvas like that. Man, just fucking laid out. I don't think Brook will iron him out like that. But then again, he might. He might well do.
He might.
I mean,
punch for the weight.
Can we all agree? Can we all agree that Brook just might be the strongest welterweight?
Nah, not yet.
To me,
who's stronger than Brook right now currently?
He might be because he seems to be the
class opponent, man. So
yeah, true indeed. But he might be maybe he might not be the best. That's yet to be seen. But he might be the strongest because to me it seems like he's the only true welterweight as far as body type and dimensions go.
Well, Carson Jones was muscling him about.
Yeah.
Right,
not in the second fight though.
Yeah, that's because he came in over the welterweight limit in the second fight. We need to see a little more, man, to define Brook and a lot of the other welters too.
Yeah, that's why they need to mix it up, man.
Yeah.
Remember they asked Keith Thurman about that Super 6 thing, and he kind of blew it off a little bit.
Yeah, he did. Brandon C4, I hope Khan fights Garcia at the end of the year, then doesn't fight Brook like what Hay did to Fury, laughing out loud. The Raiders story, Chisora had a good night. B Marsh, that's why I call Khan and Canelo fight duck sauce, because they duck in Brook and Triple G. Marky Bayer, listen, man, there ain't nothing here that hits harder than life. Pai. Brook versus Khan is more competitive, I agree, but Khan is shot now, mentally. Fight critic, Canelo hit harder than life, showed last night. Good one. Next rider one. At Pai, that's the truth. Jamie October, Brook is more skilled than people give him credit for. Brook would have decapitated Khan too, probably in less rounds. He's got better feet than Canelo. It's a good point. Brook. See, that's the thing, right? You see, very intelligent comment. What people don't listen. This is why Khan. You know why Khan ain't took the fight. What you guys might not know across the pond. Brook fights in the Winkerbank gym. Yeah. So that's where Nassim Hamed learned to fight. That's where Johnny Nelson and Harold Graham. And basically, it's unorthodox tactics. So Brook knows how to trap, like whether you're a southpaw or you're going to run or you've got fast hands. Brook knows how to fight a number of styles. He does know how to fight a number of styles. That's without a doubt. You know? Mm. So, I mean, don't be shocked if Brook does do a cleaner job than Canelo. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Okay.
Brook might be one of the more orthodox dudes to come out of the gym.
I'm not sure, man. Like, he's fighting at world level. So, yeah, you could say.
What I'm saying, he's more traditional boxing than most of the guys coming out of that gym.
Yeah, but he could probably do, like, because he's trained by Brendan Ingles' son.
Mm-hmm.
But he knows all the tricks. So
exactly.
I can't remember Dominic. Dominic's not the same as Brendan. Brendan was an eccentric. But Brendan knows all that stuff. And Brook knows the history of the gym and everything. So he knows. You know? Michael Wilson, he says, really disappointed in Herrera as well. The Raiders story. Brook versus Porter, Thurman to face, Brook versus Porter. Oh, Thurman to win, then Brook versus Porter. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Pi at Brandon, are you a Brook hater? Fury is ready to take risks. He fought Vlad and was ready to fight. Hey. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Jamie October, Cinnamon has good legs, bad feet, great waist movement, okay head movement. Max Rider 1. Porter might surprise a few if Thurman is not on point on fight night.
So I got Porter winning.
You got Porter winning what by points or stoppage?
Yeah, I got point. I got one of more points.
Okay. Any particular reason?
I don't think. I still think that Thurman, he fights mid range. His best is at mid range and at a distance. I think that Porter for all 12 rounds is going to try to rush him and get in on Thurman's inside. And if he can do that for the majority of the fight, he can control things and he can break them down.
Well, as for Porter, if he can reproduce the inside game that he showed against Devin Alexander, he has a chance. Because that's what's his name, Keith Thurman's Achilles heel, in my opinion, anyway. But if he fights the inside game that he fought against Kell Brooks, smothering his own work, he's gonna get knocked out.
True. But I just think that Thurman, he hasn't faced that type of pressure that we know Porter is gonna bring. Porter's gonna bring pressure. And I don't think Thurman has ever seen that type of pressure. Now, if Thurman can make him respect, Porter respect his power, then it could be a wash.
Mm-hmm.
But then keeping him at the end of his jab and at a mid-range. Now fighting long distance, he got to keep it mid-range.
Like Guerrero gave him some pressure. Diego Chavez gave him some pressure. But I know what you're talking about. But Porter has to revisit that Alexander fight, man. He has to revisit it because the last time I saw him fight like that, he was ineffective.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about. You see that Jazreel Corrales, beating that Takashi Uchiyama. He using the old moves, man. Doing walkabouts and everything. He was doing exactly what I was talking about, bro. Zach, and remember, he went straight to his strengths, walking about. Bro, this is what I'm saying. The game is serious, bro.
He was smooth, man.
Bro, you watch it. I'm watching it.
Yeah, man, I watched that.
He did everything. Nicholas Waters, another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's quite a few of them. There's quite a few.
Did you guys hear Nicholas Walters' response to why he's not taking that fight?
What's he saying?
He's basically saying that 500,000 was just not enough. You know what I mean? He initially asked for $1 million. They said they can't give him that. So he's like, okay, how about 850? They said 500,000 or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Get out of here.
And he's like way more accomplished than the opponent. And another thing he's saying, he's like, look, man, I just was in a fight with Sosa where I clearly beat this man. You know what I mean? So if I get it, they're telling me that I have to knock this man out in order to get a decision, in order to win the fight. So if I'm taking that kind of risk, I want to be compensated for it, and I don't want to have a purse where I'm paying damn near all my purse off to taxes and other people, and I'm going home with barely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
well,
that's that bullshit.
They should have probably distributed the first evenly from the start, but
yep.
That's another way of protecting Lomachenko. That's all. That's another way.
They don't really want the fight. It's because they don't really want the fight. That's what it is.
Exactly. You ain't gonna pay
That's
nobody.
why they don't want the fight. That's why they're offering you pennies and
then he does this Twitter shit that everybody feeds off. Well, he offered you 33 something off for his own thing if you win. I'm like, dude, what did I just tell you? I have to knock him out in order to win. And knockouts is just not, you just don't blink and a knockout comes. Maybe a knockout don't come. You would like it for it to come, but knockouts just don't come just because you want it to. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't knock the guy out, I'm in trouble. I still don't get the money I deserve. I want a guaranteed payday like I deserve.
And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. When Lomachenko and his people offered, okay, if you win, you get 300,000 of my purse. Boxing isn't a joke. We've just been discussing that.
Yeah.
Now, any boxer who goes in there thinking there's a zillion chance I can't lose is mad. You're not human, right? Lomachenko's not a monk, right? There is a chance he could win, right? How are you going to do that? No fighter does that. You get you fight to get compensated. So
exactly.
You get
win or lose.
So what you do, you get your first as a guarantee. No matter what happens, that's what I'm collecting. That don't mean that he's afraid of Lomachenko. That's the reality. You're fighting another world-class fighter. You get compensated. Anything could happen in the ring. No one's saying that Walters can't lose. Of course he could lose. I think he'll win. But it don't mean that he can't lose. It's ridiculous.
Yep. There's nothing that's impossible.
Yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
That's stupid. And people are jumping on that to claim that Nicholas Walters is scared. Idiots.
Yeah, ain't nobody fighting for peanuts like that.
Nah, man. Especially not if a less accomplished opponent is going to get 850, and ain't none of us household names. Let's be real about that.
Right. I mean, even though that's a big fight in itself. That's a big fight in itself.
It's a big fight, but ain't none of us household names. So there's no way after me destroying Victor Archinian and Nonito Donaire on my resume, you know what I'm saying? And you have a loss to Salido and a win over another prospect on your resume as your highlights, that I should be getting paid, compensated less than you. Especially not by no 500,000 or 300,000, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's that bullshit.
Lomachenko's not a puncher, but they might come out there and he lands a shot and cut Walters. And the fight's done. Don't go to the scorecard.
Or your knees, bro. Look what happened with Martin and Tsar Glaskov. Your knees give out. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in a fight.
You can't go in there taking them kind of chances with your purse. You can't do that. It's ridiculous. Anyone expecting him to do that, they must think he's really stupid.
Yep, they got to. And here's a response from Top Rank. In response to that, Top Rank was like, "Hey man, ain't no hard feelings, but you know the trouble is it's this PBC model that's making these fighters think they're worth more than they are. And he didn't even really look that good in his last fight. He got a draw and everything, so I don't know what he expects." That's their response from his promoter. That's why I'm saying get the hell from over there, man. They're trying to set you up. They trying
Yeah,
to set you up.
You know they've been trying to build Lomachenko for the longest. So,
Yep.
yeah.
And Bob Arum was asked a direct question about that, about Lomachenko. It didn't involve Nicholas Walters, but basically he said he has his money on Lomachenko. He's the biggest star in boxing, according to him. And he
So
has
you
people like
already know.
Nicholas Walters over there around the same weight class and said that Lomachenko is the biggest star in boxing.
Damn.
Yep, you already know what's gonna happen there.
So come on, man. You kind of put your cards on the table. You showed your hand. I wouldn't mess with that bullshit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yo,
Speaking of which,
around, sorry, one sec. Letting everyone know, around 12 o'clock, there's people in the chat, and to the guys in the chat, I'm closing off. So keep carrying on until about 12. I'm gonna close off.
Yeah.
10 minutes, man.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
quick question for everybody. Postall versus Crawford, is that a pay-per-view fight or what?
Yes, but it's a mistake. It's not it is a pay-per-view fight, but it's not a pay-per-view fight. It's gonna be on pay-per-view, but it's not pay-per-view worthy
Right.
at all. I mean, they're making a mistake, and it's like HBO trying so hard to compete with fucking Showtime that they're just making the dun-dun-dun moves. You know what I mean? I'm not an expert businessman, but this is just common sense.
But
These
man,
guys,
sorry. Maybe
these
if
guys.
Canelo Khan is pay-per-view, maybe that is too then. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know about that. We're gonna have to see them numbers. You know what I mean? I'm not too sure about it. We're gonna have to see them numbers to convince me. But as far as this particular fight, I know for a fact that these two fighters, even though it's a great matchup, great stylistic matchup, a unification bout, it has all the elements of a great boxing match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These fighters are not known enough to be on a pay-per-view card. And in order to, the reason why you establish a pay-per-view is to make cash. You know what I'm saying? It's to get buys. And this matchup is not going to get buys. They're not well known enough. They did not learn their lesson from Golovkin Lemieux. It did 95,000. They try to push it at official 125 or 150 or some shit. That's still trash. You know what I'm saying? Even if you try to push it there, that's still trash. I'll give you that highest amount, 150, trash for a pay-per-view. I don't care if it's your first pay-per-view. It's trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's supposed to do at least 375.
You ain't even breaking even right there.
Yeah.
Well, what's the criteria? Is it the matchup, like the legitimacy of how good they are at the time, or how popular they are, or are we expecting a knockout? What's the criteria to still a pay-per-view?
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, this has the making of a pay-per-view fight. I think the underlying issue right now is popularity.
Yep, that's it. When you put two fighters in a pay-per-view, at least one of them has to be known by somebody who's not that into boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch it here and there, but I'm not, clamoring for boxing. But if that person fights, I want to see it.
They have to stack up the card, I guess. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So they can stack up the card. I mean, it'll be good for us. But to the average so-called, the casual fan that they call it, for the casual fan, they're not clamoring for this, not to pay for it. If it's on, they might watch it, but they're not calling their cable provider and say, "Yo, let me put $60 on my credit card for this junk." It's not happening.
That's a shame, really. It's a shame. I mean,
it's a shame, but you gotta do the. That's why you put a fight like this on championship boxing.
Yeah.
Preferably preferably on a weekend where it's free. You know what I'm saying? But if not, you put it on HBO Championship Boxing, or put it before something that everybody's gonna watch, or after a real popular movie that's coming on that night, and before a real popular series that's coming on after the fight, right? Put it in between, sandwich it in between that. Make these motherfuckers watch this shit. Put on a good show, and it'll build the popularity of the fighter. You know what I'm saying?
If that's a pay-per-view, Wilder versus Povetkin should be one there too. 100%.
I mean, I'm just saying. It's probably not going to be, though, but that's smart because these fighters are not well known enough yet, and the Showtime people know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the PBC knows this. They know this. They're like, I'm not pay-per-viewing this shit. Are you crazy? I'm going to be spending a whole lot of money putting this on pay-per-view, and I'm not going to make my dough back. Won't be doing that.
Yeah.
No, in a hurry. Who is
You know what I'm saying? But I bet you if Klitschko or Tyson Fury matches up with Wilder, that'll be a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I would pay for that myself.
If Thurman and Porter ain't a pay-per-view, there's no way they could do Postal and...
That's what I'm saying. Thurman and Porter is on prime time, regular CBS, not even CBS Sports.
Yeah, but you just
like you have terrestrial TV. It's like being on BBC One, man.
They have to. How they gonna make their money, man? They have to do pay-per-views, bro. Because all the stars, all the stars are on PBC. What were they gonna do? How are they gonna make any money? That's what they've been doing.
I hear you, EJ. But in order to make money, you have to have the fan base that's going to purchase the product.
Nauta's going to purchase, and I would probably do it as well. That's what we are. We
there go two right there, two buys.
Yeah, I'm serious.
There go two buys right there.
No, I'm gonna buy it, bro. I bought Bellew and Cleverly too, bro. I got something.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but
I'm gonna buy it, bro. I'm serious. I'm gonna buy it, bro.
But you and Nauta are hardcore fans. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
The thing is, yeah, like me, look, Crawford and I'm not gonna question. I'll pay for it. If Walter's on pay-per-view, I don't care who's fighting. I look at it. Yeah, worth it.
That's my point, though. Hardcore fans know the value of this fight, but it's not the hardcore fans that get the profit in the pay-per-view that make the profits happen.
Kovalev versus Ward.
I will definitely pay for that. I'll be the first in line to pay for that.
That should be a pay-per-view, but I'm not sure it's gonna be. I haven't heard any ramblings about it being a pay-per-view, but that should be.
If they got enough nuts, if they got enough nuts to put Crawford and Postal on pay-per-view and not put Ward and Kovalev, some heads need to roll at HBO.
I put Kovalev and Ward. I would also pay for probably Fury and AJ. I'll pay for that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And maybe I'll pay for Wilder versus one of the top guys as well.
But in America, I don't maybe.
You gotta understand.
They got to show AJ on Showtime a few times first.
Now, if you gotta understand, before PBC, we didn't have a choice. We either did or we had to watch replay. That's as simple as live stream.
No, we had HBO Championship Boxing.
Yeah, baby.
Boxing After Dark. You know what I'm saying? We had options.
But what I'm trying to say to you is that you have to pay. You have to pay for HBO.
Showtime Extreme. Yeah, of course. There's that. Yeah, of course.
But I'm saying with the PBC, right? This is what I'm trying to say to you. The PBC, that's what they competitive. That's what they're competing. So because they're competing and they're taking over the market, they're trying to balance up by charging stuff that ain't pay-per-view, but trying to make people pay for it to balance up the funds, balance up their books. That's what it's about, really. That's
a good attempt, but you're gonna lose money if you don't. You're gonna defeat your own purpose. Because if the people don't buy it, then what's the purpose of putting it on pay-per-view? You're losing money. You're not even breaking even.
Hey, bro, you sound like what's that guy from the Boxing Boys, the one Beats put up, man? Leave the books alone, man. Let's talk about the boxing, bro.
I'm just saying, they the one that put the joint on pay-per-view when it's supposed to be on Showtime. I mean, HBO Championship Boxing. It ain't me.
I tell you what, yeah, Beats put the point, yeah, that Khan and Canelo should have been pay-per-view. The bottom line is, if it's pay-per-view and you get your money's worth, people will complain that Manny Pacquiao and Marquez, the fourth fight, it should be pay-per-view. Why are we doing this again? It's boring. Look what that turned up. You never know what happens in pay-per-view. Mike Tyson versus Van Hall, you never know. That's what it is, man. It's pay-per-view.
Well, it's going to be pay-per-view. Marquez and what's his name is going to be pay-per-view. The third one did what, 1.1, 1.2 or something?
Yeah, but no one wants to see it again. No one wants to see the fourth fight.
You know what I mean?
Everyone's
so they greedy. If the last one did a certain number, they're gonna try to go back to the well.
Yeah, but that's
what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. So I'm not concerned if this is paid for you. I go, is it a fight? If a fighter might like, they've got their own fan bases. They'll pay for it, and that's that. Our concern is is the dudes we want to see fighting. That's it. Like all that other stuff, it don't matter to me. Like we gonna live stream anyway. I live stream the move, bro. I'm been live streaming PBC in it, so we're good. I ain't paying no money for it. You don't have to pay for anything these days. Live stream everything, and then you don't pay no money. It's good. So if they want to, the fighters get the money, and then that's it, man. That's what I don't really care.
It's a bit dodgy though, isn't it? Like,
some of them are, some of them not. Some of them, you know what I mean?
Man, and I don't even mean to be talking the business shit, but it's just like.
Let me just if you're watching an elite event, do you really want to watch it by the stream?
Yeah, I'll watch it by the stream if I have to. Because I haven't got the means of getting HBO. I'll live stream it, and then a couple of hours later it'll be on YouTube. Like I woke up and I got the Khan and Canelo. It's on YouTube, like good quality. So you're gonna see it, but for us,
that shit is clean on there.
Listen, right? But for us who have to see the fight live and we want to make videos after it, that's what we gotta do. If we wasn't like that, then we wouldn't care. But we watch it live to get up, to go after, make our post fights, talk amongst each other. That's what we do. If we wasn't like that, we wouldn't care. If we was regular, like shit, I'll just watch it next day. But that's not who we are. We are, we're hardcore.
Well, I had to start watching it next day personally, man, because the streams the sites would eat my computer alive, man. I was getting so many viruses on my shit. Bro. I was like, nope.
Listen, bro,
I'm not doing this shit no more.
Back in the days, Don King, when Bernard Hopkins fought Phoenix Shredder, I watched that fight like a good 5 years after. A good 2001, yeah. I watched it a good 5 years after. I couldn't get it nowhere. There was no way, no means. Now YouTube, within a couple of hours on Facebook, because of the Facebook groups, I can get it. All I know is going to wake up. But I want to catch it live. I want to know what's going on live. When Mike Tyson fought Buster Douglas, yeah, I fell asleep, woke up, and the whole world was reacting to what happened. You know what I'm saying? You need to be up, bro. You know what I mean? Live stream. If you got to, you got to do what you got to do to watch this shit.
That shit came on TV in Jamaica, man. They put that on TV.
You have to pay for it over here. You have to have Sky Dish. Yep. You have to have a Sky Dish to watch that. But if you don't have a Sky Dish,
I missed it, man. I had to wait until my brethren bought the tape.
See?
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't live, but the Thursday after the fight, they aired it on Thursday Night Fights.
Now
we didn't get it so quick after.
If you don't have a Sky, this is what I'm trying to say to you. So.
Like I already knew the result because it was in the Gleaner the next day. That's another thing, man. I remember boxing used to be in the paper, in the sports section, like everything else, like football, cricket, boxing. You know what I'm saying?
You know they still have the radio.
I listened to Razor Ruddock and Tyson 1 on the radio before I watched it.
Radio's good, actually.
JBC Radio 1, man. I felt like I was back in Joe Louis days or some shit.
Radio is good because it makes you your imagination. Like Mr. Bishop said, he used to listen to radio. He felt like he was there because the radio do a really good job of making you look. Bro, when I do my commentary, bro, my commentary is the same, bro. I be putting it in like I'm there, bro. Like people be listening.
You know what? You know who I like listening to on the radio is Colonel Bob Sheridan. He does a great job of radio.
Colonel, man. Colonel. Who don't like Colonel? Was it Natty? Someone said it.
It was me, man. Me, man.
You don't like Colonel, bro?
I don't like Colonel these days, man. I remember him back in the day. He wasn't as bad, but today he sounds senile like a motherfucker, man. Get out of here.
I like Colonel, man. I'm cool, I like Jim Lampley. No one likes him. I like Jim Lampley. I think
You like Lampley?
yeah, I like that.
I like Al Bernstein. Al Bernstein is my guy.
Yeah, that dude.
Lamptey, even if it's boring, bam, bam, he'll be fucking. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was a dry fight, he'll be putting it in, bro. He'll be putting that work, trying to make
Reg Guttridge. Like, when a man gets knocked out, he'd always have his metaphors. Oh, he's gone like a kid in a playpen.
I used to like to listen to Pacheco back in the day.
Checo's good.
Yeah, Pacheco. Another line he said, when your legs buckle. Oh, he's doing a bit of involuntary breakdancing there.
Yeah, he was good. But I think my all-time thing, Howard Cosell and Don Donfik. Howard Cosell, bro, shit. Good.
Yeah, man.
Howard Cosell, good, bro.
Oh, you know what I'm sub to Mike Tyson's YouTube page.
Yeah,
you know what he put up the other day?
What?
That fight that George Foreman had in Canada where he fought the 5 fighters.
No, that's off on YouTube anyway.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, man. That shit was crazy. That was a circus. That was a damn circus.
Hey, other news. I knew he went the distance with David Carvana.
Right, distance, yeah?
He went the distance.
Did he win?
Yeah, he won. He won every round, didn't it? But he coming off a broken hand, but he went the distance and stuff like. But this is the thing. He jumped up a weight class, so this is his first defense of his belt. So he's not exactly like settling into the weight. He's still kind of young and that. But he went the distance.
What happened to Simpiwe Vetekia?
He lost against. He lost against Donaire, innit? And that was that.
Yeah, I haven't heard about him ever since, man.
Nah, well, that's it. After he lost against Donaire.
Yeah, listen, man. Them guys like Donaire hit hard, man. You could face them, even though they didn't look good. You might not want to go back in there. You take a couple power punches from Donaire, boy. You might not want to.
He was game though, man. Donaire. I mean that fight was a draw, except for the knockdown that Donaire scored, and Donaire kind of wheeled his way out of that fight.
Donaire hit him with a couple of hard punches, though, man. I mean,
yeah, he did.
I mean,
But it just the result was kind of uneventful to me. It just didn't seem something to make you question your boxing ability. You know what I mean? Not to me anyway, but only he knows.
Man, let me go to the. See, I'm doing overtime. I should really be back in.
You got work tomorrow. That's where you got work tomorrow.
Yeah. Got work, man.
Yeah, I know how that go, man. I had to be at work at 3 a.m. this morning, sir.
Oh, you got work, man. Shut it down, man. Just you got work in it. Don't worry about it, man. Shut it down, man.
You know, I like doing a hangout, man.
You're the one. You got to give you, bro. They tell you that you sorry, mate. You know what I mean? Like, you got bills to pay.
I'll be alright. It's just
all right, fair enough.
John Flamenco, his chin stock has risen. Jamie October, Porter smothers his own punches at times. Charles Jackson.
Yes, he does.
Marky Bayer, Thurman. He thinks Thurman's going to win. The Raiders story. He's sipping. Piper, I believe hard workers can evolve. I believe Porter worked on the clinch game and worked versus the jab. Marky Bayer, Thurman will walk Porter. Kenny Porter knows it too. Don Flamenco. Khan, man. Khan is going to be a fucking trending topic all week, man. All week. Okay, let's move it on. Right. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Jamie October. I think he's agreeing with Pipe on something. Next rider one. I better buy some of that Khan Chin KO stock while it's so high. Brandon C4, one of the judges had Canelo up 4-1. He should be struck off. See, but I wouldn't agree with you, Brandon. A lot of people had Canelo up for at least 4 as well. He's not the only one. They're not the only ones. I wouldn't agree. Pie. Porter versus Thurman is a pure 50-50, but he's riding with Porter. Michael Wilson, and even if Khan goes back to 147, he sees Brooks, Spence, Thurman, Garcia, Porter all beating him. Shoot, I feel the Charlo brothers and Lara beat him in 154 as well. Wow. The Raiders story. Thurman was all that, but what happened when Errol called him out? Well, I mean, I'm just going to say it straight up. He bitched up and started saying See, he started protecting Errol. Oh, I don't want to hurt the kid. He needs more fight. Well, the old school fighters didn't used to do that. Say, you go beat up that guy there and you get paid this amount. Okay, I'm gone. Where's the gloves? Where's the ring?
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same thing he said when Floyd wouldn't fight him when he was on the come up, right?
Yeah,
then he bitched up too. If Floyd bitched up, then you bitched up.
Yeah. In my opinion, anyway. I don't expect no one to agree with that. But
I mean that's on his opinion too, by his logic.
Yeah. You know, I mean, he's going to get a good payday, the exposure he would have got. And, like, you see when Broner called out Floyd after beating Fear Pain, that didn't really make no sense. Right? Fighting at 140 and Fear Pain and all that. Now, if you'd beat the Olympian Spence, co-signed by Mayweather, a full-grown welterweight who had a reputation for knocking out Broner and bruising up things, he could have called him out. And listen, I ain't going to lie. If he took that fight and knocked out Spence, and call Floyd, and Floyd said, "No, I ain't fine." I'd be thinking, boy, Floyd. You know what I mean? I'm a Floyd fan. I'll be riding with Thurman on that particular one. You know what I mean? I'll be riding with Thurman to say no.
Yeah.
I'm calling him out. Yeah, call him out. Got all rights to call him out. You know what I mean? B. Marsh. All three judges had cannoli up on the cards. I think this cannoli thing's catching up. Oh shit. Thurman was all that, but okay, yeah, I read that. Don Flamenco, not by the hairs of Khan's chin. Jamie, who says Thurman works hard too, I believe. Yeah, he does. Daz, he's been inactive for a long time though, isn't he?
Since Collazo. When was that? July or August? Last August or July?
Yeah, around that time. Desmond Dutz, what do you think, people? Brooke versus Spence. Oh, that's a good fight, man.
That's a good fight, man. I got Spence, but it's a tough fight.
You got Spence, yeah?
Yeah, but it's a tough fight. It's not a walk in the park, and then you go into England too.
You know, see, the thing is, Algeria didn't have to tie Spence up. We all know that Brooke can tie. See, he was tying up already today.
Algeria tried. But frickin' Spence shook his ass off and created space immediately. Like that, he tried to tie him up, but the shit did not work.
Carlton Palmer, Porter will chase Thurman out of the ring. Whoa. Marky Baez, Spence has to earn it. You can't call out names when you fought tomato cans. Get real.
Well, to that, Spence is the mandatory, right? Spence has been the mandatory, but, you know, the IBF is making him fight another eliminator. So maybe after this eliminator, he's going through the channels that the IBF is taking him through to get to the title. So it's on the IBF. You need to blame the IBF for that.
Well, I can answer that by saying Lomachenko got a title shot in 3 fights. Charles Martin got to fight for a title, and he didn't fight no one.
He didn't fight nobody.
He didn't fight nobody. Yeah? But to me, if you're getting a cosign by the best fighter in the sport to be on the big thing, you know what I mean, and like you turn it down, no man, you know, and then you're saying, this guy's gonna fight more fights. I don't know about that.
And he just knocked out Algieri, the same Algieri that Pacquiao could not finish off, and the same Algieri that arguably beat Amir Khan, even though he did not get the official decision. Let's get that straight. All right?
Sorry. Bo Setre says Pulev jab is overrated. No way. He jabbed Derek's head off yesterday.
Yeah, man. You crazy?
You know what
that was one of the best things of the night from him.
He jabbed his head off. Max Ryder won. Brooke right now. You saw Derek's right eye swollen. That's from the jab.
Yeah, Derek was swole up, man.
Nice mouse right over his eye.
And he was just 1-2 in them all night. You know what I mean? Jab, straight right, down the middle.
Max Ryder won. He says. What's that, AJ?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, Max Ryder won. He's got Brooke right now. Jeff Boxing. Khan only won the first 2 rounds. Laughing out loud.
Yep.
Jamie October. Damn, Spence Jr. is a special fighter, but his spatial awareness needs to improve a bit. I mean, I don't know what that means. I mean, if you can break that down, you know what I mean, to a bit of more of a layperson's understanding, that'd be good. LK Ra. Anyone know what spatule in the
Absolutely not. And I think I know a little bit about boxing, but I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Okay, LK Ra. I thought I was the only one that saw the punch coming a mile away and didn't think Khan should have got hit by that punch. Sigh, Khan is a bum. Yeah. Khan gets hit by the hardest punches. The hardest punches seem to hit him. So even if he doesn't have a bad chin like Hat Clarkin is saying, that means his defense is really bad because he gets hit by concussive shots.
But how many times do we have to see Khan in that contorted position? I bet you there's at least 6 freeze frames that you could find Khan throwing that left hook and being countered with his chin up in the air. You know what I'm saying? And his hands low. And him falling in the same exact way.
Yeah, with his hand. Yeah.
Yep.
How long would Khan last against Golovkin is the greatest story. Let's not even go there, man. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Maybe Khan could win. See, the thing is, Khan would probably win the first round against Golovkin. If he didn't get hit.
But Golovkin, well, if he doesn't feel your power, he goes after you.
Yeah.
If you touch him and he don't feel shit, oh, it's done. The fight is already over. He's gonna play with his food.
Khan was saying he'd have to fight. He'd expect to fight Golovkin if he beat Canelo.
He's talking that shit.
Marquis Bayer, these Spence fanboys are out in force. Where's the Spence fanboys? There's no Spence fanboys. They just think he's a good fighter. No one said. No, see, this is the thing, Marquis. Yeah, you can't go around saying them things, right?
Spence fanboy.
No, let me finish that. You need to come. Right? You can't go saying that because nobody has come out and said Spence is Sugar Ray Leonard. Nobody has come out and said Spence is Floyd or a top 10 welterweight. No one's did that. There's no fanboys with Spence. He's just performing well. There's no fanboys. No one's overflated his worth. He's just performing well, and people are responding accordingly. Fanboys. You use that word too much, man.
But that's the same fool that's gonna jump on the bandwagon when Spence becomes champion. He's gonna jump straight on the bandwagon talking about, oh, I knew it all the time.
A fanboy is someone like a Khan fan who thought, oh, he could do the same thing Mayweather did against Canelo. A fanboy is someone who says Triple G is the best middleweight of all time. That's fanboyism. No one's done that with Errol Spence.
At all. At least not on this hangout.
Not on this hangout.
So I don't know who you're addressing.
I don't know. Pie. At Raider, to be honest, the Porters fight pretty much everyone, but even the Porters don't fancy a Spence fight at the moment. The whole division seems shook. Jamie October. Spence Jr. is a tightly trained fighter. If they fought tomorrow, I'd say Brook should walk away with the win. B. Marsh. Cannoli is too big for Khan to tie up and clinch. Cannoli too strong. Don Flamenco. Spence beats Brook. Bo Cetra. Heavyweight division is the best one. B. Marsh. Too big. What, best division? Yeah. A lot of people are saying that. Carlton Palmer. Sorry, go, man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to research this guy that Spence is fighting because I don't know who the hell he is.
He beat Brad Sullivan.
Yeah, I still haven't seen him fight, though. But serving Spence up to guys like this is not doing a lot for his reputation. So then you're going to have people out there saying Spence ain't fought nobody to get the title. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but he has to go through the channels in order to get the shot at the title.
Well, that's the eliminator. That's what they put.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't see what you can do, really.
You can't do shit unless, because if he fights somebody else, he won't get the shot, right?
Yep.
Then you have a rematch with JoJo Dan and shit.
Yep. Carlton Palmer, it's easy to walk someone down when you don't have to worry about the fire coming back at Canelo. Yeah, I suppose it is. Mex Rider 1. Khan must have not been listening to Virgil in training camp because that shit went out of the window after round 2. You see, that's the thing, Mex. That's the thing. You can come into the fight with the best of intentions, but when you're in that big fight action and the crowd is roaring, and like what I remember from sparring is sometimes when you're sparring a big dude, you can actually hear them in the canvas. You can actually feel them in the canvas.
Uh-huh.
The thing. When you like that guy's getting close to you, like he's cutting the ring down, all that good intention and that discipline you were gonna keep before. Let's see if you can do it. It's like Hatton. It's like Hatton versus Pacquiao when he was sitting down. Was he sitting down with Floyd Senior? And they kept watching Manny do that move where he ducked under the punch. I think he threw a shot, then he ducked under. So look, see, he keeps doing it, and then Hatton was acting like he had a prerequisite for it. And what happened when they came out and fight? Pacquiao landed the same punch and ducked under the counter.
Perfect. Let me tell you, and in training camp, if you watch that 24/7, Ricky Hatton was following instructions to the T. But as soon as he got touched, he went back to same old Ricky Hatton. Amir Khan has been fighting the same way for too long.
No, you know what it was? See, Amir Khan and Ricky, the same thing. They were using it against opponents. They were the favorite. It was what happened is they get caught in a big occasion, and then they lose the plot. They get caught with the fans in their ear. People tell them to do this and that, and they don't listen to the trainer. So
they revert to the tactics that they know best.
Yeah, they went back there because of the big occasion. Amir Khan just did. Because if Virgil was telling the right, this one at HBO was good, yeah? They keep quiet when the corner are talking.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly hear what Virgil was telling. Virgil never said one word or was wrong. He said, keep this everything stiff. Just keep it stiff. Just show him. Try and show him that I've got some power. Amir was flickering. He was flickering and stuff, bro. Flickering.
Yep, he was trying to score them points with the white part of the glove.
That's it. And Ricky, the same thing. Ricky got good against Paulie. It was like, whoa. He looked good against Paulie. He was listening to instructions, but the moment Pacquiao, right, he got hit a couple light beats. He said, nah,
exactly. I gotta go back to what I know, and then you forgot what you were taught. And if you utilize what you were taught effectively, it might have helped you out. You know what I'm saying? Because you cannot fight everybody the same way.
For sure. You can't fight Manny Pacquiao charging in the way you.
Nah, you can't do it, man.
Suicidal.
Like he went up to Manny Pacquiao with his chin out of the air, face first. It's like he ran into the shot. Manny was like, "What? Here, hold this. Good night." What? You making this too easy? That's the same way he lost to Floyd. He lost it. He got frustrated and just started barreling in. That's how Floyd caught him with that check hook into the turnbuckle. Bit him.
Check hook quite a lot, He was trying to time him with it. He just
trying to time him with it. Because he kept on seeing what his pattern was. He kept on barreling in the same exact way.
But he kept doing the bull rushes. Yeah.
Yep.
Kept doing the bull rushes, but Floyd couldn't catch him quite cleanly. But then when he did, the turnbuckle was there to meet him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That was one of the funniest shits ever, though.
That's one of the best ones ever.
Yeah, wow.
To the turnbuckle, That's like a cartoon, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And this is my theory. After that fight, that was one of Floyd's last knockouts. He retired to rest his hands. He came back not punching as hard. When he came back, he punched, but he just punched to make you know that he's there. He didn't punch through the opponent like he was doing before that.
Yeah, the last fight he punched me with bad intentions was Ricky.
Yep.
Definitely Ricky. You know what I mean? So, another great hangout. Any of you guys, you want to bring up anything? Maybe the last topic in the last...
No, we could preview next week, yeah.
One more thing. I mean, this is kind of uneventful, but who is that bum that Martin Murray was fighting?
Nah, no one cares.
Oh, good.
What was that for? What was the purpose of that fight?
None at all.
Well, no one cares. It was a filler, man. It was a filler.
Okay. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Next week on Friday we got Dustin Hernandez Harrison versus Mikey Dallas. That's
okay.
Washington. They're back at Washington again. That's BET, by the way. So
yeah, BET. Is Virgil still training Dallas?
I'm not too sure about that, man. I'm not too sure. But
last time I seen him, he was getting body bagged by the machine, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible, man.
Next Saturday, I guess the only fight we go over in Cardiff, Wales, Lee Haskins versus Ivan Morales. That's M. Morales' younger brother. I'm interested in seeing that fight. I guess that's the biggest fight of next week, man. I'm scrolling down. There's no other names. No, there is no other big names. That's it next week. So I guess we got to enjoy whatever.
All right, Rock Nation running shit next week.
One fight. There's only like 2 weeks, so there's nothing going on. Mr. Bashir just came up. He said, call me back. Okay, so I call him. I wanted you to, it might be low, but we're seeing it. Mr. Bashir get his last take in it, beats.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's a bit low. It might be a low. It's ringing. Is it ringing? Should be ringing. Let me try it.
Oh, bad.
Mr. Bashir.
Man, you get them knockouts, man. Don't. It's not good, man. It's not good. It's not good. Not good. I'm gonna come out the fight with credit. No, you come out the fight with memes.
Memes, especially in this era, man. Yeah. Memes. But yo, family, I'm gonna trot on, man. Catch up in another week, yo.
All
right.
Peace. Yeah, Mr. Bashir's connection's not working properly for some reason. I don't know why. All right.
What up, bro? Let's wrap this.
All right.
Or do you want to try again? Or?
Nah, because if you can't get him on Facebook, then you won't. Unless you jump on Skype, but unless you jump on Skype, but you know, Mr. Bashir, he's gonna do a long one, bro.
Yeah. We could record it and then maybe drop it for the guys tomorrow.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.